I've been coming on a lot lately, but I have more free time now. Um, but I wanted to make a video on a topic or something that's been popping up a lot, and there's nobody in particular. I'm just saying, there I, there seems to be a lot of emotional spiritual people, or a lot of emotional spiritualists or practitioners, um, and they never prosper, y'all. They don't prosper because they're not in control of themselves. So, um, like, for a lot of people who are always like, oh, I think somebody put a curse on me, or I think someone threatened me because of this and that, and I'm in something, and they practice magic, and I'm like, if they're that emotional and they threaten you over something so small, to me, you don't have to worry about nothing. Okay? You don't really have to worry about one thing, okay? Because emotional people, they're not a threat. Emotional people, as far as spell work, are not a threat, especially if they pop off at the simplest thing. Why? Because all you did was just take their energy. So you just weakened them, you know? So what I'm trying to say is, they think they're, threatening people. Oh, well, you shouldn't do this because this and that. I'm gonna call my spirits and A, B, C, and D. I'm like, so you're gonna take all that emotion, all that energy, write a book, write a post, or do whatever they do, complain, and you're gonna use all your energy and spirits and supplies and stuff like that to punish someone because they made you upset about something so minor. Um, but yet you can't do all that for yourself to get you up on your feet, into a nicer place, into a nicer car, get you a woman, get you a man, whatever. You can't do nothing. You can't do none of that, but you can punish somebody for a post. Okay, that's why they don't prosper, because they have the mentality of an 8-year-old. So that's why someone asked me, like, do you ever have problems with like people who practice this or that type of magic? They ever threaten you or say that you shouldn't do this or shouldn't do that because it's disrespectful? And I'm like, if they did, I didn't take it seriously, because if they're that upset about something that little, it means they have no life, no power, nothing real. If they're focusing so much on one little thing, I don't feel threatened. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people clam up and they get afraid when someone says, "I'm gonna call my spirits on you because you typed something that I don't agree with." And this didn't happen to me. This has happened to some other people that have been asking me about this. So I just thought it would be a good topic. I just like, what? If they get mad over something that small and they go all crazy, they're unbalanced, they're unstable, they can't even make stuff happen in their own life, let alone yours, okay? So just go to sleep, relax, let them write their rant in their book in the comments or whatever, and just move it along. Uh, I would just laugh and like, you gonna do all you know. So don't pay attention to those type of things. It's not even worth your energy or your time, because if it was, that person would be able to do a lot more for themselves, and they would actually have a life, and they wouldn't be sitting online policing what people post, policing other people's opinions. You can't police other people's opinions. It's their opinion. And the funny thing is, nobody even cares. So a lot of people, join or get initiated in certain magical systems, or start doing magic, or whatever, because they're powerless and they want power. And you know if they feel like, oh well, now I can pick on people because I have this magic behind me and I can scare people with some magic, but you're still living the exact same way, you know and their only power is a false sense of power. And it's just sad to see, people like that. And I'm like, People always ask me in my messenger, this person threatened me because I made a comment. Did I do wrong? And then they'll show me the post. I'm like, I wouldn't even take this seriously. I would have just said, well, seems like you don't have a life if you're on here policing Facebook. you know, I hope they paying you. That's what I would have wrote back. And the person was cordial, tried to be nice and respectful, and the person still was emotional and upset and overreacting. I'm like, Psh, you know, I told the person that was having the issue, you know what I would have said. You know what I would have said. Just troll them right on back. Don't let people take your energy and make you upset because they can't do anything with themselves. I wouldn't even worry about it. If you're that upset about something that was posted and they don't even know you, you have no life. You just have none. You know, that's why I always make fun of the trolls on here, because if they have that much energy, time, and effort to come on here in the middle of the night or whenever I'm doing a video and troll, I know they don't have a life. Because they're not getting paid, they're not getting any type of benefit from it at all. So I call them out. And I don't think it's fair for people to um, police other people's opinion, because it's called an opinion, and it's whatever, or police what they post or what they hashtag or whatever. Who cares? If you had a life, you wouldn't even be searching hashtags of certain things and reading everything and then getting mad and going in and commenting on everyone's hashtag because it offended you. I mean, that's no life. I hope you get paid, you know. How are you? Thank you. This is not white. This is like an oyster. I think that's the color of an oyster, or oatmeal color. It's like, it's not white. So, anyway, so my friend, I had to go and make a little comment and troll the person who was messing with my friend. And so I thought I'd make a video. Um, because it was not offensive at all. The person just had too much time, energy, and hormones or something. I don't know. So, so if you're a practitioner, if you do any kind of alchemy, manifesting, magic, and you're easily offended and you get mad what people post and you're over emotional, you might not be so successful at spell work or, anything you're trying to do. And if you have clients and your clients see how, you know, easily you're triggered, then you're probably gonna lose them. Okay? Because I would, if I were on the opposite side of the screen and I, was searching for a practitioner on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, and I saw all their emotional rants, I would not go to them. I would be like, they're too emotional. If I spell a word wrong, they might get upset and type a whole page and, rant. So I don't mess with people who have too much time and too much emotion. Um, did I ever struggle with my emotions? Yes, I did when I was young. When I was a young lady, I did struggle with my emotions in my early 20s. And it's only because they teach you all this crap and they teach you, oh, this is right and this is wrong. The world, believe in this system. Everything is fair in life. And then when you get to a certain age, you know that's all a lie. Like, life is not fair. If you do right, it doesn't guarantee you're going to get what you want. People lie, cheat, steal, and kill, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. People will use you and abuse you. Okay, um, people people die. So all that made me a stronger person and made me open my eyes to understand that if you're not balanced, anything can affect you. Anything. If you're not balanced emotionally, everything can affect you and not in a good way. So I was actually going to do a video about a topic video about how to control negative thoughts and emotions when you are just a negative person and you're around too many negative people and you can't do it to save your life because you have no, you know, practice doing it and you just keep reverting back to negativity. I kind of had to figure out how I could say or tell you how to stop thinking negative without saying the obvious that everyone tells you, oh, just replace it with a positive thought. I've said that in 1,000 videos and people still ask the same question, but what if I can't? What if I can't control it? Or what if I can't? Or what if I just think the negative thought over again? So I made some notes and I'm going to tell y'all. This is, okay, so this is what I came up with, y'all. Um, Hold on, I have some other notes. Okay, here we go. Okay, so if you're manifesting something or doing spell work for something and you keep doubting it and worrying about it, well, what if it doesn't happen? Blah, 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 blah. How do you stop doing that? How do you stop doing it? Okay, some people, you can't tell them to, oh, replace this with a positive thought because they're just so in the habit of thinking negative. So what I came up with is tell other people that you're doing A, B, C, and D. Like if you're manifesting a better job or a new car, tell people I'm getting this new car or I'm getting this new job. It's great. You know, tell people what you're getting. Say I'm getting. Don't say I have. Don't say I'm trying to get. Just say I'm getting. That means it's on the way. So this is self-assuring. It's almost like instead of doubting, is it on the way? It's saying it is on the way. And I'm telling you about it to prepare you, you know, to prepare my friends and family to get ready to see this. And what you're doing is you're creating a frequency with your vibration and the person's vibration. So you believe it, maybe a little bit, because you're negative, and this person's going to believe it because he doesn't have a choice. You know, it's going to be like, oh, okay, congratulations. So now you have a believer, you know, you have a believer that what you manifested is on the way. If you can't believe, you get somebody else to believe. Okay? Then maybe when you start talking about it, you'll start to vibrate and also start believing and preparing for it. So it's kind of like a hack. If you can't do it, get someone else to do it with you. They don't know any better, okay? It's scamming yourself, basically. You're going to scam yourself. Because you can't do it, you get someone else to do it for you so that you can regain your own faith. You have someone else's faith manifesting as well, expecting to see you in a Mercedes or in a Corvette or a Cadillac or whatever car, BMW you want. They're already expecting to see you in it, you know? So that's going out to the universe. Thank you, friend. Now you can go back and do the same. When you start to feel that low vibration again, call up your friend, text your friend. Ooh, I can't wait to get this car. I'm going to come pick you up, A, B, C, and D. You know, that's how you have to do it. Because some people are too much in here. They're over analytical. They're worried too much. They have high anxiety. So if you're one of those type of people, you need to do it that way. Okay. And I have another technique that I came up with. Okay. It says, I'm addicted to this voice. Oh, thank you. You know, I was thinking about doing a meditation since everyone asked me to do a meditation. I called out for Thoth last night and Anubis came. He was scary. He took me to complete darkness and I became the darkness. He helped guide me in whatever realm I was in. Oh, that's cool. Okay. I just talked to my dog about my manifestations because I he won't judge or doubt me. Okay. So my other technique is okay. So if you're expecting some type of promotion or, callback or something of the sort around a certain time or a certain month, go ahead and make a like dinner reservation to a nice restaurant to celebrate, or get you a bottle of champagne and stick it in your refrigerator to celebrate when it happens. You know, have your celebration already planned and ready, because every time you walk into your kitchen and open your fridge, you see your celebration bottle for what expecting or manifested. Or, if you don't drink and you make a reservation to a restaurant and you're in your phone and you see reminder or on your calendar, celebration dinner at such and such restaurant, that's also going to help you and trick your mind into believing that you already have it and that you need to go to the celebration and A, B, C, and D. You're expecting it. So it's through the power of self suggestion that the the barrier between your conscious and your subconscious mind will allow it in, because it is a self suggestion, you know. And if it's not going to harm you, then it will flow into your subconscious mind. And then knowing that in your subconscious mind, every action you take from that point on is going to lead you to getting what you've manifested, because now your subconscious mind is planning for it. And so if it's already planning for it, thinking that it's happening, it has to lead you to it in order to, be able to go to that celebration dinner. It has to have something to celebrate, right? So that's how you have to do it. You got to kind of hack yourself. um, Another thing. Okay, so some people have problems with money and they can't save money to save their lives, or they can't make a plan and they can't be responsible financially. Every time you get your money, it's gone in 2 days, or, you know, I say scam yourself, um, create a fake bill that automatically, you can do this online. You can get, you can get a PayPal and send out invoices to yourself. Create a fake bill or a fake invoice to come every month for a certain amount of money. Um, have it automatically deducted out of your account and put into another account that you really can't touch or it's hard to get to. That way, and it doesn't have to be a large amount. It could be like $20, $40, $50. That way, you don't even realize that it's been taken. It's automatically set up. It looks like a bill, so you can write it off or something. And then you have this savings. So you have to kind of trick yourself sometimes and fool yourself. It's kind of like it's a form of hypnosis, a self-suggestion without you really knowing. It's a hack so that you don't spend all your money, or you don't, get caught without a savings or emergency funds. A lot of people, believe it or not, they have nice cars, nice clothes, nice purse, nice everything, but have about $10 in their savings account. So this is why I feel like we can do this. If you don't have enough, you know, in your savings, this should be something that you need to focus on. Okay, you can't say I'm a grown man or I'm a grown woman and I have a career, but say that you have $20 in your savings. That doesn't match up. Okay, so that's what you need to focus on, right? Um, Someone says money should not be a concern. Yeah, you shouldn't have to worry about money, as long as you're paying yourself. You should be good. And at the end of the year, see how much you saved up. Then you'll be like, putting in more next year. You know, oh, I can double that. You know, I'm gonna double that. So by the time, you know, maybe I want to go on a vacation, set a goal, you know, and never spend all of your savings. Take some, but not all. Okay. So a lot of times, emotional practitioners, you know, how are they supposed to manifest or work for you if they can't even keep their own emotions under control? How are they supposed to send your stuff to the ethers, into the universe, and manifest and do spell work and get spirits to cooperate with them when they're upset about a post on Facebook? I don't know, you know. So I don't think that's going to be very helpful um, to many people. So I'm not, you know, I'm not trying to put anybody in particular down because I don't even know anybody um, personally or, you know, through social media like that. But I have people coming to me asking me about these things, so I know that they're out there. Mm-hmm. How do you stay more consistent? Um, get up every day and do it, no matter what it is. Um, Plan for it. Tell people that that's what you're going to be doing. Write it down. Plan it. At least have three commitments to it. So if you have a planner, write it down in your planner. If you have a phone, put it down in your reminders or your calendar on your phone. If you have a friend, text a friend, I'm going to be at this place tomorrow at this time. You know, I'm going to the gym tomorrow. Put it in your phone, write it on your calendar. Tell somebody, oh, I'm going to the gym. Put clothes on to go to the gym, and eventually you'll end up at the gym. Okay? um, like put everything in place so that it's easy to do, and keep doing it, and don't stop. Um, and if you do something for 2 weeks straight, it becomes a habit anyway. So if you could just make it to 2 weeks, it's gonna be so easy after that. Okay. How do I block out negative intentions? You don't really block them out. You just stop having them. See, that's the trick. You just stop having them. You focus on something else, um, like the celebration, the plan, what you're gonna do when you get what you want. Um, you have to change the subject. Basically, you know how when someone's asking you a question or talking about something and you don't want to talk about it, you change the subject. Do the same thing with yourself. Change the subject. Get into a different environment, put on something funny, get a Facebook, watch a Facebook or a YouTube video, and take your mind off of it. You don't have to block it. Just change the subject. Change your frequency. Change the channel. You don't like what you are. You don't like what you're doing. Change the channel. Go do something else. Have ADD for a second. Okay. Um, these are hacks because the by the book would tell you, oh, replace negative thoughts with positive thoughts. Oh, put your priorities in the right order. Oh, visualize what you want. Da da da. They don't tell you to do these things because it's some people won't agree with it, like lying. They don't tell you to lie to your friend and say, oh, I'm getting this type of car for the greater good. You're lying for the greater good, basically. And it might not be a lie. It might happen. Um, and the fact that you're lying and telling your friend that's faith, because you risk looking like a fool. So that's one step towards, you know, believing and knowing that, dang, now I really got to get on it. I better get this car, because he's going to be thinking, oh my God, why did they lie to me? So now it puts a little bit more added pressure on you, and you do a little extra. You go to a little extra mile. You stay a little longer at work. You save a little bit more. You look for better deals, um, when you're searching for cars. um, you pay your car notes on time and your credit cards on time, so your credit doesn't get bad. All these little things start adding up in your mind, and you start taking action towards them even stronger than you were before you manifested it. Okay, so now you have something to prove. It's kind of like buying, like when you're on a diet, when you buy a dress that's too small and you say, oh, this is my goal, I'm gonna get in this dress. You know, it's kind of like that, but more intense. So maybe like talking with people, and it doesn't have to be anyone you know. If you don't feel comfortable lying to your friends or your family, go talk to a stranger, make a video about it. You know, I did that with my house. Like, if y'all have seen my old videos, I went to a model home and I titled my video, look at my new house, or something like that, my new house or something. And it was not my house, it was a model home, you know. And everybody was like, "Oh my God, I love your new house. This is beautiful." Da, da, da. And then I would comment, "Ha ha, this is just a model," you know. But that vibration and that energy was there, saying that was my house. And guess what? I live there now. I live in the house, the bigger house, you know, that was on the video. So, because there was a couple houses in there. So that's what I did, and I made, you know, I know that I wasn't. I was like, if you went down to the description, it would say, haha, just kidding, this is the model home. But the title is what gets you. Okay, it's subliminal messaging. It's getting other people on the same frequency and sending the same vibration up to the ethers so that it can be returned to you. It's that. Okay, so if you can do that, and you have issues with negative thinking, that's what you need to do. You need to take it out of yourself and put it onto other people if you're not ready yet, you know, until you get ready. And when you get ready and you don't doubt anymore because you've seen a lot of your manifestation and spell work, you know, come true, then you'll less likely be thinking negative so much. Okay, you just have to build up that self-confidence in what you're doing, the type of magic you're doing, the manifesting you're doing, all that. You just have to build that confidence, even if it's through other people. That's what you got to do. Okay. Um, my goddess told me not to root myself to anything that binds me. Hold on. To the world, and I should not worry about materials, and I should be more in tune with my own godlike abilities. Okay. Who's your goddess? Um, Aventurine and pyrite will attract money, those stones and crystals. Aventurine and pyrite. Lodestone. Okay? So, what, Muvu, Muvu, I was asking who your goddess was. Because you do live on a material world, so you will need material things, you know. I would say think of life like a tree. You're a tree. Okay, tree has roots. It's grounded. Okay. It has a trunk. It's in the present. It has branches. It's reaching towards the future. It has leaves. It creates the future. It creates seeds and leaves. Okay. If you're not rooted or grounded and a hurricane comes, you're gonna get blown away. Okay. You're not gonna have where to go. Nothing to, you know, nothing to replace what you lost. And you know, eventually that will get to you. So I really, really, really wouldn't listen to people who tell you not to focus on material things because, or voices saying not to focus on material things unless you're already filthy rich, okay? And money is not an issue to you. There is a type of spiritualist that does not focus on material things. They like monks and people who give up, you know, their material possessions to get a more deeper spiritual experience, so that they're not distracted by, you know, this world. It's kind of like they seclude themselves from this world so that they can explore the other world and other conscious and higher consciousness. But if you have a job, if you have kids, if you deal with normal people, if you have a car and a driver's license and you go grocery shopping, you're not one of those people. Okay? So you need to keep your money coming in. And um so oh, she didn't answer back, so I don't know what goddess it is. Oh well. Um hey Shira, I googled books about the dimensions. Okay. I don't have any good ones, but there are a lot of websites that I like. So just Google it and look for websites, not books. Okay. And when you Google it, a few books will pop up, or they will suggest books on the websites. Because that's where I saw a lot of the books that might not have popped up online. They might pop up in the websites themselves. Like you have to click on the websites and they'll do an article on it. And then they'll have, you know, their sources, what books they read, and you can see the books in there. Okay. Um, So a lot of you guys have been asking me about the spiritual like dating group. Um, it's called now. You got to pay to get in because it's for financially stable, you know, spiritualists or practitioners. Um, it's called Mystic Mystics Meet Exclusive, and only click the join button if you're ready to purchase. It's not my group. Another person's group, but I am in the group and I do talk and do all kind of stuff in there. So if y'all are looking to date in a spiritual community and you don't want to run into someone who's, you know, not grounded financially, then, you know, for a small you know, fee, you can join a group of like-minded people. Okay. And it's on Facebook. Mystic Meets Exclusive. Now Mystic Meets is different. Okay, that one is free. And though, you know, it might not have what you're looking for if you're looking for the specific exclusive thing that we talked about, having, you know, financially stable people in there, men and women. Okay, so you have financially stable women and financially stable men, you know. And I guess the fee is to make sure that you can actually afford, you know, to say that you're financially stable. I don't know. But I just want to tell you all that. Um, NYX is my goddess and Hypnos is my goddess. Okay, NYX, is that makeup? Okay, anyway, that's a makeup brand. Um, okay, I feel like unless you're already financially good, then yes, you still have to be grounded on the earth. Um, but if, you know, if that's not what you feel, then that's not what you feel. That's your opinion, and you're very much entitled to it. I mean, some people don't care about money, or, you know, they just want to focus on spiritual. And if that's your path and choice, then, you know, more power to you. Would. Okay. Um, so I've been like writing stuff down all day, making notes and stuff, but mm, the best way to manifest and train yourself if you think negative is through auto suggestion. which is self-suggestion. Like, because you trust yourself more than you trust other people, so your subconscious mind is going to allow that to sink in easier and faster than it would if someone else told you something, or if you were trying to block negative thoughts, you know, and replace them with positive thoughts, and you can't do it. This is the easiest way to do it for negative thinkers. Okay, self-suggestion, you know, and talk to yourself. Talk to yourself. Like, look, you know you got to get this new car, so you can't go shopping, you can't buy that new purse, you already told so and so that you're going to be picking them up in 2 weeks with your new car. You need that down payment, so you can't go you know on vacation next week, or you can't go out of town next week. Okay, so save that money. It helps you make decisions based on auto suggestion, what you've already told people, and so on and so forth. So you'll be making wiser decisions, and therefore you'll be thinking less negative because you're actually taking more action towards what you're trying to do, physically. So your faith or your belief in that it's coming rises, and there's less negative thoughts or doubt. Okay, so this is how you have to do it if you just can't transmute it, to negative, from negative to positive. If you have trouble doing that, you got to use auto suggestion and things like that. Um, yes. I always giving to others, but I seem to not receive as much as I give. Why is that? What can I do to receive more? Give less. Okay. There's a saying, if you give, you shall receive, but that's a lie. Because, so stop giving so much. Okay. If you give, guess what? People are going to expect you to give. They're going to see you as a giver, not a receiver. Okay. If someone sees you as a giver, they don't see you as a receiver. Do you understand? So stop giving. Very simple. Give less, receive more. You know that person who's receiving more, they don't give. You know that person you're giving everything to, they're not giving nothing away. Okay? Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Don't listen to what people say. Don't listen to these little sayings, because half the time they're not true. It's just they've been said so many times, people believe them. That's called the power of suggestion. Okay? It works like this. Okay, everyone with me. Everyone here. I want y'all to do this exercise with me to show you the power of suggestion. Okay? Okay, so I want y'all to say the word silk 5 times in a row. Right now. Silk, 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 silk. Now I want you to answer this question. What does a cow drink? Okay. Have you answered? A cow does not drink milk. A cow drinks water. Do you see how I suggested something similar, made you think something, and made you answer the wrong answer by the power of suggestion? People been doing that for years with sayings. Oh, what, if you give, you shall receive. Oh, if you do right, you're gonna, everything's gonna come back to you. Nope, that's not true on this planet. Not in this dimension. Okay, so there you go. Power of suggestions are in stupid sayings that you repeat, you've heard for many, many years, and you believe them, even though they're not true. I can make up a saying right now, and if it sounds good and it rhymes, you're going to believe it. There you go. Just like the word milk rhymes with silk, and you said cows drink milk. Okay? You said it, I didn't. All I'm saying is, just because it rhymes and it's been said for many years, and you've seen influential people say it, doesn't mean it's true. Said baby cows drink milk. That's true, but those are calves. Calves. Well, I could give you another one since you say cows drink milk. Let's see. But you might. It's almost like mm, okay. Everybody do this exercise with me. Okay. Make a fist. Make a fist. Hold it up. Now put it to your chin. Did you put it to your cheek? Because I said put it to your chin. You see? Power of suggestion is very powerful. So don't, and people can make you think whatever they want you to think. As long as somebody credible says it, it's been repeated many times, and it reminds you of something, or you automatically do it because you see someone else doing it. Very powerful. Okay, so make sure you understand that. Don't get fooled by the okey doke. Actually repeat whatever you're quoting and make sure it resonates with you. Okay. So just because you give does not mean you will receive. Okay. Ask all them sugar daddies out there. He is not just a man. Oh, I have someone advertising someone in here. Aha, you corrected yourself. Someone caught it. Well, that's good. Okay, I have another one. Since y'all like to play games. Okay. So I want you guys right now to say the word roast 5 times with me right now. Roast, 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 roast. Okay, what do you put in a toaster? Um, hopefully you didn't say bread. Hopefully you didn't say toast, but you said bread. See, y'all said toast. How you gonna put toast in the toaster? It's gonna get burnt. You gotta put bread. Somebody said toast. Toast, 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 bread, bread. Okay, a lot of y'all got bread. Some got toast. But see, hey, it's work. It's a power of suggestion. And a lot of people, they use this when they sell stuff. Like you selling cars, you need this. You selling, you know, something to make your living, you need the power of suggestion. But don't live by sayings and quotes, and don't live by what people said was true when it doesn't make sense. If you're labeled a giver, you are a giver. People are going to come to you who want you to give them something. Okay. If you're labeled a receiver, people are going to come to you to give to you. Okay. So relabel yourself into a receiver, and that's going to mean saying no and stop doing so much for other people. And you start asking for stuff. Okay. Yes, you have to be selfish. Selfish is not a bad word. You know what selfish means? Acting on behalf of self. There you go. Unless you're employed and you're acting on behalf of your company so that you can get paid, then you're being selfish anyway. I am a receiver. Yep. Okay. So tell yourself that I'm a receiver. You know, go and tell someone, look, I don't give anything. I don't let people borrow anything. People, in fact, people always giving me stuff, sending me stuff, asking me if I want this, taking me shopping. If you want to get something, start telling people that so they believe it. Send it up to the ethers, and people start giving you stuff. Power of suggestion, you know. So if you want to get something, tell people you always getting stuff, you know. There you go. And you're supplanting in their subconscious mind. You like gifts, you like stuff, you always getting stuff, you know, you expect stuff. So the next time they're in their house and they're getting ready to come visit you, they're gonna pick up something to come bring you, you know. Like, oh, I know you like gifts, or you know, you always saying people give you stuff, so I brought this for you because I didn't want it anymore, you know. There you go. Now you get it. So you can use this technique on parents, lovers, boyfriends, girlfriends, aunts, uncles, cousins. Um, so use that, you know, when you, like, for example, men use this on women all the time, and women are so in their emotions they don't even catch it. They don't even catch it. What they do is they fill your mind with their expectations and what they like and what the last person did. That might not even be true, but they're supplanting that in your mind and making you feel like, oh, well, I can do that too. Now you're in competition with somebody that may or may not even exist, and you're going to do exactly what he just wanted you to do. Okay. Men will fall for the same trick. You know, women will be like, well, you know, I don't trust men, and you know, I can't get in a relationship right now, and I can't do anything because, you know, I just don't trust men right now. I mean, if I'm gonna be with you, I have to have full and total trust. I'm gonna need your phone code to get in your phone. I'm gonna need access to your Facebook, A, B, C, and D, and that man's gonna want some, and he's gonna give it up thinking he can change the password later, but the lady's gonna get in there, friend her other friend self, other 5 Facebook pages that are alias, and still get on there, you know. So power of suggestion. Ashira, I'm trying to start a business. Why does the government make it so hard, so difficult? Because life is not fair. And when you want something so bad, you're going to become obsessed about it. Okay? Um, until you get it. Point blank. My mom, she started her business long time ago, and she had a lot of issues getting some type of license too. And she went up to the courthouse or whatever. She went up there. Okay? And she said her little piece of mine and her words or whatever, and she told everybody in that room, I know y'all are making it difficult for me. I'm just, I wanted to tell everyone here that I know that's what you're doing, but I'm still going to be here. And I'm going, you know, I can take up your time just as much as you can take up mine. What you want to do. And then she'll say, you know, she would address the person that was like over everything, and she would say, I'm just trying to earn a living like you guys, you know. If I was your mother, or if I was someone you knew, I would have my license by now. If I had strings, you know, if I was connected, I would have this by now. My neighbor has it. My other neighbor has it. A, B, C, and D. And when you face some people in public, oh, they're going to give you what you want. Because, first of all, if they're around a bunch of people and they feel like those people are siding with you, automatically through human nature and the power of suggestion, they're going to side with you as well, and you're going to get what you want. So go up there and talk to somebody in person and bring a bunch of people with you. Film it, do something. Okay? Sometimes you gotta get your butt up out the chair and go do something. Don't cry about it, be about it. Okay? That's what I do. Like, If I want something, I go get it. I go take it. I tell somebody else to go get it for me. But I'm gonna take some action towards getting it. You know, I'm not going to sit there and be upset. And I'm not sure if you've taken physical action towards it, but try that. Try going in front of a bunch of people, with a bunch of people, and stating whatever you're saying. You know, it's by human nature. If more people are agreeing with you, it's easier to pull other people to the other side. Okay? Someone said stop manipulating people and get a real job. Oh, you mean the kind that I have to punch a clock on and ask to go to the bathroom? That kind of job? Jade Fox? The kind you got? And I think I'm gonna stick to teaching people how to manipulate and get their way. Go, thanks. You can keep that. Um. Anyways, Jade Fox. I know you weren't talking to me. I'm reading the comments now. I'm sorry. She was talking to someone else. Hopefully, if I read that right. Maybe not. Or whatever. It was deserved, and I apologize if it wasn't. Because I don't care. Okay, there. Moving on. Um. mm, who let the trolls out? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Someone told me, keywords, someone told me I had a soul tie to a family member that was restricting me from success in life. She said, I want progress in life until the debt expires. Life has been hard. Should I believe this? Okay. Should you believe something someone else told you about your own life and a debt that you didn't have any idea that you had? This is called scammer. Okay, they might not have scammed you for money, but they scammed you for, you know, time and energy. So basically, the power of suggestion will have you believing this. Okay, so you're going to start manifesting it. Therefore, you're going to believe that it's true because you're going to start to see signs that it is true because you believed what someone else told you about your own life that you live every day. Okay? Just like when I said touch your chin and I did this and you did this too, instead of doing what I told you, the power of suggestion will have you doing and thinking some crazy stuff and bringing it upon yourself. Okay? So if anybody comes to me talking about, oh, you got some debt and there's you're tied to something and you did this and I'm like, well, how do you know? Y'all got this on video? You know, who told you that? What's my last name? You know all this? Who am I debt? How much is my debt? You know, if they're reading cards and this is what the cards are saying, you know, if you want to make sense of it, change the words. Like debt can mean something totally different. It could mean guilt. Guilt is easier to get rid of than debt. Okay? Because guilt is a choice. So change the words if you don't like what they said. Change it into something that you like. That's what I do. Like, okay, well, I don't like these words they're using, so I'm going to change them around. So basically what you're saying is there's someone in my family making me feel guilty, and as long as I'm vibrating on a guilty conscious, I'm not going to be able to thrive, right? That what you're saying? Okay. Yes. Okay. So you got to look at it differently. You got to break down things. You got to reword things because people are using weak words and you need to replace them with powerful words or words you can change or words that you're more comfortable with or words that make you feel better. So stop taking what other people say, copying and pasting it to your life. Customize it, you know. You get a wig, you can't just put it on out the box. You got to customize it, make it look like it belongs on your head. Don't just take what someone else told you and put it right into your life. It's not gonna fit right. Okay. Um, my homework to you is Ashira is to read on Tantra. It's my way of life as well. Okay. Well, my way of like I read on Tantra. I know a lot of people that teach it and everything like that, but I'm in a different zone. In a different. I mean, I already know how it works. Been there, done that. It's just something that I didn't get stuck with. I didn't get stuck at that level, and I'm already gone past that. Come back, past it again. Come right back. And I'm not downing that, but been there, done that already, and moving onward and upward. So, do you still use the Ghost app? I haven't used it in a while. I need to break it back out. Mm. Someone says they're surprised men are supporting this BS. That's because it's not BS. Uh, yeah, it is BS, but not the BS you're talking about. It's boss, boss shit. You a worker. I'm a boss. You a worker. I make bloody moves. Okay. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Don't talk about other people if you can't do better than them. Right? Break down Jay-Z and Beyonce's new video. Okay, so I thought I was breaking down that video that y'all were talking about, but I had the wrong one. I was breaking down Legacy, but I saw the new one, The Family Feud. It's good. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, I don't think there was anything to break down. But the cool part is that they had got rid of the president in the future, and they had a table full of women of every race and color and background and from country that were making the decisions instead of one man. And Congress and whatever, they had a bunch of women, and one of them was blue when she grew up, Jay-Z and Beyonce's daughter. And she went back to the power of suggestion. And she said, my dad said nobody wins when the family feuds. Because they couldn't come to a conclusion. The women, they were trying to make a decision, but they couldn't come to a conclusion. So Blue, when she was grown, she was one of the ladies at the table. She said, my dad said, or my father said, nobody wins when the family feud. And then it went into the music video. And he was in a church confessing. And Beyonce was in like this black, cosmic looking couture outfit representing the dark energy, I'm guessing. The divine, feminine, dark energy. Mm. So, I thought it was a good video though. It's on YouTube now. So, that's what someone says they've used alchemy to transform negative emotions and channel it to creating a desired future. So thank you, UA. As much energy as people put into being upset, hating, um, and negative, that same energy, the exact same energy, can be put towards, something to help you get ahead, to help you in life, to help you get what you want, instead of giving your energy away to other people. It takes energy to hate. It takes energy to troll. It takes time, energy, effort, typing to hate, talk about people when you could have been discussing a business deal. You could have been thinking about how you're going to get a promotion, or how you're going to propose to someone, or you could have been thinking about how the best way to advertise your business is to get you more clients. You could have been thinking about that, but you're thinking about um, you know somebody's Facebook or YouTube. Okay. And then get mad when they call you broke or jobless or worker, or you gotta ask permission to go pee, and you a grown person. You get mad about that, but you could be focusing on that and how to level up. So that's my point. All the energy that people are using to troll and be negative, it's because they know that they're too emotional and too unstable and balanced to actually put that energy to a noble cause and get the life that they actually like and want. They're upset in their current life, so they're, ranting, over emotional about it, being mad at everybody else, instead of focusing that energy on themselves and how to get what they want. So how can I use the power of suggestion on myself? Okay, Cray Bay. It's called auto suggestion. You got to talk to yourself, tell yourself what you're gonna do. For example, when you wake up in the morning, if there's something that you're having trouble doing and you need to do it, you need to wake up every morning and say, okay, let's go to the gym. Talking to yourself. Okay, let's go to work. Okay, let's put this makeup on. Okay, let's make this breakfast. Okay, okay, let's save this much money this month. And when you're agreeing, it's comforting. Okay, and you're more likely to have it sink into your subconscious mind because you're commanding it. It's coming from you and not someone else. So you don't have to filter it, analyze it, and see if it's safe to put in there or not. It's already in there because you're connected to it. Okay. So auto suggestion. Talk to yourself. Us, we. You know. You know. My necklace. I forgot where I got this. I know it was probably one of those stores in the mall, or Charming Charlie, or one of them, or something like that. It was one of those jewelry type places, but I can't remember. It might have even been Walmart. They have this. I think it was Walmart, either Walmart or something like that. I got it last year. It's old. Um, so those who have problems with negativity and doing stuff, talking to yourself. I know people say crazy people talk to themselves. That's one of those other sayings. That's not true. Genius people talk to themselves. You know, highly intelligent people talk to themselves because they know that there are multiple versions of yourself, and that it will cross the subconscious barrier to plant a seed faster than anything else. So talk to yourself. You don't have to talk out loud. You know, some women do it all the time. Talk to themselves in the mirror. Um, so, and someone's talking about empaths. I always talk about, empaths, narcissists, da da da. Empath and narcissist is just like being over emotional or under emotional, or selfish or unselfish. It's the same thing. It's all a choice, but one is more always extreme and it's just an extreme version. Okay, so if you're an empath and you say, well, I feel everybody's energy and stuff like that, blah 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 blah, figure out how to control it. Don't care about it. Don't try, don't be concerned with it. Change the subject. Get around something else. There's ways to control things. Narcissists, it's all about them. It's all about them. Start talking about other people in front of them. Make them mad. You know, change the subject from them to you. So I always say, make yourself the subject versus them, or make someone else the subject. Nothing makes a narcissist more angry than talking about someone else in front of them and comparing them to them as if they're better. That's another way that you can also mess with narcissists and use the power of suggestion at the same time. Like, oh, I'm the best. I do this. I do that. Oh, well, the next door neighbor does a really good job on the lawn. I was over here. I was over there asking him for tips the other day and how his grass is so green. You know. Now he's gonna go buy some fertilizer and go mow the lawn and put some grass, make his grass green too, because now he has to be the best. It's all about him. Or he'll make up an excuse as to why he doesn't have time because of all his problems. And then you'll say, well, everybody got problems. Okay. Maybe he's just, maybe he's just more in control of his own life. And talk about other people right in front of him. Like, don't down him, but up other people. Like, oh, he's so organized. His car's always clean. Their yard is immaculate. Wow. Don't you love their house? I love how he comes home on time every day, and I see him bringing his wife flowers all the time. He's so nice. Don't sound jealous. Sound like you're doting on him. And that narcissist is going to be so upset. He's going to come home with a carnation or something. Okay? A carnation and, a pack of Miracle Grow. I don't know. But he's coming home with something. So use the power of suggestion to get what you want, and also to program yourself to not, to avoid negative thinking, and keep using it, keep using it, keep using it. Remember, just because it rhymes and it's been around forever doesn't make it true. Okay? Remember, when people want you to do something, they're going to make you feel like, this is what you're supposed to do, and everybody else is doing it, and I'm doing it, and now, even though you didn't intend on doing it, now you're doing it. Okay? Even though you didn't know any better, you're going to do it anyway. So, when I say if you're, even you can see it in the comments, when one person starts trolling and everybody jumps on them, they disappear, because the power of suggestion, not more people start trolling, but the troll disappears. Why? The power of suggestion. The group, people want to agree with the group and be on the same side as the group because of the energy exchange. It's not balanced, and they feel uncomfortable, and they either join or they leave. Okay? So that's why you have to stand your ground. Get people on your side. And if they don't come on your side and you don't want to give up or leave, find the weakest one in the group. The lowest one, the one that everybody hates. They're ready to jump ship any second. Get them. Just like everybody comes to me, I hate my job. All my coworkers they're always on my back, and they go find the weakest one and convert them, and get you a little inside spy and a mole. Okay. So here's my answer for that. If you're in a group, like a bunch of messy people at work, and they're always talking trash about you, and you know it, and it's making your job uncomfortable. Go get the one that they like the least and befriend them. They will jump ship in 2 seconds if you're nicer to them than them other people, you know. And then they'll be like, you know what? They said this and about you, they said that about you, because they secretly want revenge. They secretly want revenge on the group, but they don't want to leave the group and be ostracized. But when you persuade them to come over to you and you befriend them, and you don't say, oh well, leave them and come to me, you just nice to them, like, I know the other people are, kind of rude, but you've always been really nice, and you always look nice. I love your shoes and your purse. Where did you get that, girl? Oh, blah 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 blah. Bring them back a drink, or a candy or whatever, give it to them, befriend them. Then they're going to start wanting to tell you stuff, give you the heads up. You're gonna get you an inside agent. Okay, the power of suggestion, and then you can use them and say, I don't know what I ever did wrong, but I'm cool with you. So then they're gonna tell you what you want to know. Like, well, they say that you do this, this, and that wrong, and um, you know, so you're gonna get all this inside information, and when the group sees you hanging out with one of their little clique members, they're going to stop talking about you, because now they know that you know what they've been talking about. Okay? And you got a witness, and they didn't like that person anyway. So, problem can be solved that way. You got to play politics. Um, so, I have a lot of young ladies that come to me, and they're upset when they get out of college and get into their careers or get into relationships, and they're upset because they said, this is not how the world is supposed to be. I went to school, I got my degree, I just want to work. I don't want to play politics. I don't want to have cliques. This is not high school. I want to just work, do my job, get paid, and do what I love. I was like, well, you have coworkers, you have people. This is like high school. Everything is still a game. Just because you got a degree doesn't mean the game stopped. Politics start now in the workplace. So now you have to deal with this. They don't teach you politics in business school a lot of times, or they don't teach you politics in the workplace when you're trying to get a degree in engineering. They don't teach you politics. But once you get to that office and you see the hierarchy, how things are set up, the cliques, the gossipers, if they're going to accept you or not, if they like you or not, do you dress, do you fit in? It's all like high school over there. And now you got, you might have graduated at the top of your class, but now you're back low on the totem pole, and you got to play politics. So remember that. Mentalism will help you with the politics. The power of suggestion will help you with those politics. That's what you need to be learning. Okay? You don't need to be learning, um, you know, how to ignore people that get on your nerves, or you don't need to keep filing reports and reporting to other employees, because that's going to make you look worse. You need to figure out how to, politically gain and get ahead. Because you have these people that are like tattletales, the tattletale version of the adult. They're writing everybody's. I'm gonna get them written up. I'm gonna file a report on them. I'm gonna report them to the boss. I'm gonna write a complaint to the company. I'm gonna do all this and that. Everybody knows that every time somebody writes a complaint or something, they get blacklisted. Oh, she reports people. Don't say anything to her. Oh, she does this. Don't tell her anything. Oh, stay away from her. She reports people. Now everybody's gonna stay away from you. Nobody's gonna tell you nothing. They're gonna be scared of you. When you walk over here, they're walking over there. When you get in the elevator, they taking the next one. Okay? So stop reporting people and use mental alchemy, power of suggestion, and learn how to work those office politics. Because They don't teach you that. They don't teach you what you really need. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Politics are very, it's just messed up. And unless you play the game, you can't even win. My husband James, he works in a corporate environment, and there's lots of politics there. And I told him, I was like, you know, if I were you, I couldn't work in the corporate world. I said, I couldn't make it in the corporate world. I'm so sorry. I would not make it because I can't do all of that. I can't. Like, I would just go off. I'd be like, look. And he says, yeah, but, it's different. I have to do it. Yep, you have to be fake and phony. It's exhausting. Yep. That's why I always tell them to act. Just act. It's all an act anyway. I worked, um, when I worked in the funeral industry and the corporate side of it, I was like, oh my God, these people are so fake. Oh my God, oh my God, ugh. But I acted. I was like, oh, hi, how are you? Yes. Whatever. Do you think, um, I'm not deleting anybody's comments. I'm live. I can't, you know? And I really don't care what they comment. If I'm gonna let a troll come in here and comment, I don't care. I'm not deleting anything. um, so, yeah. So, when you're emotional at work and you are reporting everyone and complaining to the boss about this person and that person and going home and crying every day and talking people's ear off about how much you hate your job and what they're doing to you and they're trying to sabotage you, most of the time people don't feel sorry for you because that happens everywhere. Everywhere. And either you harden up and play the game or you work for yourself. Okay? Or you keep a goal in your mind like, I'm only at this job to get this much amount of money so I can do this, this, and that. Quit this job and then do what I really want to do. Okay? If you have your goal in mind, you're not going to care. You're going to go in there, do your job, play the game, get in and get out. You know, if you are focused on your goal. If you're focused on, do they like me? Why are they against me? Are they trying to sabotage me? If you're focused on that, you're going to be distracted and you're not going to be able to pull yourself together and do what you need to do. But if you have a goal and a focus, like as soon as I hit this much money in my savings account, I'm quitting and opening my own business. Or as soon as that other opportunity calls me back, I'm giving my 2 weeks notice. Keep your goal in mind, you know. Don't focus on the negative side of it. Always have a goal to look towards. That way you don't get caught up over emotional and, you know, unhappy. Um, I know a lot of women also get emotional when someone breaks up with them. And even though the person does not want them back, they want to get them back due to their ego so that they can try to hurt them and make them feel the pain that they felt. But I keep trying to tell these ladies, men don't feel pain or emotional pain like you felt because they're not, their focus was different. Okay? Your focus was probably marriage, a child, the white picket fence and a house. His focus was okay, I need a place to stay for 6 months until I save up to get my own apartment so I can go get my ex-girlfriend back because she said I was a bum. So you guys' purpose were totally different. He had this goal, but you had this vision. And a lot of times people say, well, if I do spell work and he's not going to come back, why won't he come back? Because his vision is different than your vision. Okay. His goal is his ex, and he saved up money by living in your house rent free. Okay. Your goal was, if I do this, this man is going to love me and marry me since I'm doing the right thing. But his goal, he had an agenda, and all you had was a vision. So go in it with a goal and an agenda. Moral of the story. Um, mm, Ashira. Oh my God, the best revenge is doing well, not trying to get back at them. Yeah. That's like, okay, for example, ladies, if you're trying to get revenge and make a man feel the pain that you felt, you would have to get him you would have to first realize that he's not going to feel what you felt ever, because women and men don't feel the same way. They don't, their emotions aren't the same, about certain things. So the best way to get a man to feel like you felt is not through getting him back and then breaking his heart, because if he left you already, he didn't want you anyway. So his heart's not going to get broken. He's going to be like, well, you called me back, so bye. On to the next. And you're going to be hurt twice as much. So you can't do that. It doesn't work for that. It doesn't work like that. And I always tell ladies, the best revenge is always upgrading. Okay? It's always upgrading. Always. That is the best revenge any woman will always get, is upgrading. And if you're not going to upgrade, you will never get revenge. I mean, yeah, you can sleep with his friend, but he don't care. He's probably slept with his friend's girlfriend or ex too. Well, it doesn't matter. Oh, we even now. Then it's a joke. You remember that girl who you slept with? She slept with me too. Yeah. She was obsessed with me. Did she obsess about you after that? Yeah, she tried to get with me, but I told her, I can't do my boy like that. I can't do my friend like that. See, so you end up looking silly. So the best revenge is always upgrading. That's why every time you see one of those big time celebrities get a divorce, the women will always try to go get some billionaire, because that's gonna make the guy who thought he was all that feel like nothing. Okay, that's the revenge. They might not stay with the billionaire, but that was some good revenge, right? Like Janet Jackson. Because that bruises their ego. That's what they feel. Okay, you have emotions, you're hurt, but when you hurt a man's ego, it's almost the same feeling. So that's what you got to do. They're not going to sit there and boo-hoo over you because you broke their heart. They're going to sit there and be mad because you got a billionaire, millionaire, or a thousandaire, or whatever, you know, that's doing way better and can do way more for you and treated you like the woman that you were supposed to be treated like, that he could never do. Like, he's going to put the smile on your face that he could never put on there. That hurts, okay? So make sure, like the Bruno Mars songs, you know, what was that song? When he was on the piano and it was like a slow song. I should have bought you flowers. I should have held your hand. But now you dancing with another man. Okay, see, he wasn't singing that song until he saw her dancing with another man. He did an upgrade. Okay. When I Was Your Man, yeah. So he wrote a song after he saw her upgrade. He didn't write a song when they broke up. He didn't write a song when, well, he probably did, but like in general, a man is not going to get that upset until he sees you happier with someone better and, you know, living way better than he is. So, after seeing this thread, I believe that there's no hope for our current generation and also the generation that is yet to come. Okay, well, the world is duality, and we need trolls and we need other types of people to keep it duality. Okay, you can't have a perfect world. It doesn't exist, never will, and it's not supposed to. And as far as the generations, each generation is always going to be different. That's how it's supposed to be. If our generation never changed, we'd still be stuck doing the same thing that other generations did. We would never progress. You know, we would never progress. We would never get anywhere. We would never learn from mistakes. We would never, try different things. So I have hope in every generation because they all have a purpose. Whatever the generation before me did had a purpose because it led to what I'm doing. And whatever generation comes after me will have a purpose as well. And so on and so forth. So people that talk about, oh, this generation, yeah, I talk about certain generations when it comes to values and how men and women treat each other, but it's all for the greater good. I already know it. It's all for the greater good. Eventually the poles will shift back, and everything that we wanted to say, we said. Everything that they wanted to say, they said. We already know. We know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Then comes the solution. Okay, the next generation will probably have that solution. But it's up to us to make them aware of it so that they can solve it. Okay, so I might talk trash about this generation and that generation just as well, but I see the greater good and the bigger picture of it. I'm not emotional about it. I just see it is what it is. And there's nothing I can do to change it except influence the next generation and bring the problem to their attention so that they can figure out what's next. If we need duality, then why do we have prisons and court system? Money. Okay? People get paid by prisoners, and lawyers get paid, judges get paid. Okay? It's all about money. It's a cycle. Okay? Oh, free labor too. Um, Generation after generation. Okay, um, so always being emotional and into people's emotions, and you know, sometimes showing emotions will make you look weak, okay, or unbalanced. You might not be weak, but it will make you look unbalanced, untrustworthy, and not able to be depended on, triggered easily. So when I have, when I need somebody strong, dependable, and I can trust to have my back, or if I can trust to come into a situation with me without being triggered, going off, doing this and that, that's who I'm bringing with me. The person who's the most emotionally balanced. I'm not bringing the person crying over a post or a hashtag or something like that. I'm not bringing them. They ain't coming. They're not invited. They can stay over there with the kindergartners. Okay. Um. So Very important. If you're hanging around over emotional people, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. You're in danger, first of all. And it's like a ticking time bomb. As some people say tick tick boom, you know, triggered. So the only reason I'm doing this is to make those who are guilty of this aware so that they can change it. And it's only going to bring you positive results, you know. All this, whatever I'm saying, if you're the opposite of it, if you're the emotional crazy person crying over hashtags and posts, everything that I've just said is only going to help you, okay? Any advice for raising a young, overly sensitive child? Do the same thing as they do. Overreact. Be overly sensitive to them when they do something. Mirror them so that they can see themselves. They will stop. Power of suggestion. Okay? Um, whenever Sasha starts acting crazy, I start acting crazy right back with her, you know. She's like, but I'm too lazy. I don't want to get up. And I'm like, well, I'm too lazy to take you to school and fix your breakfast. I don't want to get up. You know, I'm too lazy to comb your hair. I'm too lazy to feed you. Okay, mommy, I'll bring you something. Okay, see, there you go. You just got to mirror them and show them they're a child. You just got to show them that it doesn't feel good. You know, if they can feel what you're feeling, they're going to stop because they don't like that feeling. And now that they know that's what it feels like, they're less likely to do it, you know, especially if they know you're going to do it right back to them. They're like, I better come out with some new technique. um, how did I, oh, that's not my question. Um, can people stop being empaths? Yes. You can just say, I don't care about what people feel anymore, and I'm selfish. I'm not going to let whatever you're doing, bother me. I'm changing the subject. I'm not even looking at you anymore. I don't care. You just have to be like that. It's like, if you don't, then you're going to bleed over emotionally everywhere. You're going to take on everybody else's problems and feelings and anxieties because you don't know how to stop caring. You don't know how to stop giving. You don't know how to stop absorbing. All you have to do is just decide to be selfish and say, I don't care. Whatever. I don't care how you're feeling. I don't care if you're mad at me. Be mad because I'm happy. If I sense that someone is mad at me, I will act stupid and dumb like I don't even see that they're mad. That makes them even madder. Like they'll give you attitude or give you the silent treatment, and you just keep rolling like you don't even notice. Like you're insignificant. I don't even notice that you're mad because I'm not noticing you. I'm just talking to you because you're there, and I really don't care about the answer that's getting ready to come out your mouth. I'm just in and out. You know, that's all you gotta do. Like, for example, if your husband is mad at you and you know he's giving you the silent treatment or he's not talking to you as much, you just keep talking and blabbing, get you some wine, walk around, paint your toenails, look at a magazine. Oh, I love this commercial. Oh my God, it's so funny. Act like you don't even notice that fool is mad. Okay? Don't feed into anyone's emotion but your own. And, you know, don't care. And it's a technique. It's the power of suggestion that you're not mad at me because I'm not noticing that you're mad at me. You know, obviously you're not mad enough, and if you get any madder, it's gonna be an argument, and that's not what you want, is it? You just really just wanted to give me the silent treatment to punish me, but since I'm not noticing, you know, you're not going to go to the next level. So eventually you're not going to be mad anymore and the problem will be solved. You know, you just ignore it, pretend like it doesn't exist. um so that's what I would do. That's what I do. Some women can't stand this though, and that's why men do it. So you're giving me the silent treatment? So you're not talking to me? Okay, fine. Then you're sitting there, now you're feeling, yeah, now you're starting to feel this anger. You're like, that's coming off of him. You're like, I can't believe he's mad at me. Like, what did I do? What did I do? You know, now he's draining your energy and you feel bad now. And his punishment worked. Now you got to make up or try to make up to him because you don't like this feeling. Even though you were trying to get your way or, you know, prove a point, you can't do it anymore because you're too emotional. You just want the feeling to go away, you know. All you have to do is ignore it and act. Politics, okay? Try it. If you have problems with people like that, siblings, mothers, husbands, wives, try that method. It's gonna work. Someone says I need to be a life coach. Well, I do consultations. I don't call myself a life coach though, because no offense to other life coaches, whenever I just don't like I don't like that name. Any other name? Consultant. That's what I am. I'm a consultant. You can consult me. There you go. Spiritual consultant with common sense. There you go. Yeah. I don't even have business cards. I made a few business cards for my YouTube channel when I went to like a YouTube networking thing, but I don't even have business cards. Like I don't pass out. I don't people. No one knows what I do unless they personally know me or know me online. I just tell people I'm a consultant. I work online at home. Nosy neighbors. Oh, what do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a consultant. I work online. That's all they know. Because if you tell people you're a life coach, they're going to come to you with all their problems thinking you're going to give them some free advice anyway. Oh, well, what can I do about, like y'all are doing in the comments, but it's not, you know, every day in real life. You know, I choose when I come on live, so I'm more in control of it. But if everyone knows you're a life coach, they're going to be texting you, what should I do? You know, like, I'm a life coach. You know, that's my profession. That's what I get paid for. So pay me. Send them a PayPal app. So that's why I don't do any titles. I'm a consultant. You don't know what to consult me for. You don't know why people are consulting me, but you know enough. And that's all you need to know. My neighbors don't know anything about, well, unless my mom told them. She has a big mouth. But she wouldn't tell them that, though. They just say, oh, she's a consultant. And they know I don't want to say anything because I don't elaborate. Oh, I work from home. I have some online business, some e-commerce, blah, 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 you know. Can you please let me know which drug do you use? Because apparently it's really effective. The drug of choice that I use is called Common Sense. You know, they stopped putting it in the water, I guess. Guess you gotta get you some Dasani. You know, I don't do drugs. I'm too classy. I'm too bougie to do drugs, baby. um, which ones do you take? You on the pipe? I can't tell if she's trolling or what. Like, are you trolling? Hey. Mm-hmm. Too much of a control freak. Yeah. Um, you know, I know why trolls, I know why certain trolls do hate on me. And I mean, I always say this too. If I was in your shoes and I was watching me, I would be hate too. No lie. If I were you and you were me, I'd hate on you too. So that's why I don't get mad because I understand. Mm, sure would. I'm not apologizing to the haters. I'm just saying I understand them. Troll patrol. Um. Okay. So, who would hate? Aw. Thank you. I honestly don't understand the trolling. You actually give advice on. People are gonna troll because they can't do what you do, or they don't like themselves and they want to feel good about themselves, so they try to put someone else down to make themselves feel good because they can't level up. So when you can't level up, you got to pull someone else down. Okay, it's common sense. Like you can't get up, pull someone else down there with you for a second at least until they troll back on you. Then you got to try to pull them back down again because you can't get up, can't get on this level. So I understand trolls, and that's why I let them in, because if trolling on me is going to make them feel good about themselves and give them some confidence to get up and go to work in the morning and do what they need to do, great. I'm all for it. Troll on me. That if that's what helps you, keep going. You know, I don't have to hate on you. You hate on me because no one is hating on you. That's the point. That's why you are a hater, because you don't even have haters. You're not on the level to even get haters. I'm trolling you. I'm not hating on you. In order for me to hate on you, you would have to have something I want. Okay, how you doing? I'm trolling on you. So if you go get some practice and you come back, we can have round two. But there's no point. Anyway, uh, it's okay. Let her stay. Let her stay. Keep hating. I don't mind. You know, don't bother me. So, like I said, emotional people don't prosper. They always get in their own way. They can't level up because they keep pulling their own selves down by making decisions based on emotion versus logic and common sense. Okay, so never put your hands, your spiritual you know, work into someone's hands that can't even restrain themselves, you know, from making emotional decisions. Okay. Okay, so I did write some more notes, but it's about something totally different. Um, I wrote down some manifestation tips because people are always asking me for manifestation tips, and I feel like I say them all the time. So if you need some manifestation tips, I'm gonna list some. I have a list. Okay, stop looking for the negative. Okay, because some people look for it. You know, they have to, or otherwise, because they're so used to expecting negative, now they start looking for it so they can try to get ahead of it. But the very act of looking for it is what's going to attract it. So don't even look for it. Okay. Okay. So if you're trying to get abundance, don't do a certain amount or one for one specific thing. Do it in general to come from every direction. Okay. That way you know you're going to get something. Think of ideas, be creative, and put your ideas into action. The more creative you are with, trying to attain your manifestation, the higher you're going to vibrate. The faster your manifestation is going to come. Okay, but you have to be creating. Okay, so for example, you can draw pictures of what you want. You can do some digital art, enhance a photo of something that you are manifesting, frame it, put it on your desk. As long as you're creating and having that creative energy rise up into the ethers, with the vibration of the thing that you're manifesting, it's coming faster because you're working from creator mode. Okay, this is not even using dark energy yet. This is before that. So if you pair it with manifesting with dark energy and use this, when you can't go somewhere and, be in the darkness and visualize when you're at work, or, doodling, or, not in a place where you can do that, do these things. Okay. Focus on your goal, not opposition. Focus on the goal and not what's in front of it or what's blocking it. Okay. Visualize yourself where you want to be in 5 years. I always say this. So, um, as if you have already gotten what you've manifested. Where will that manifestation take you in 5 years? So, say you manifested, or you're trying to manifest a husband or a wife. Imagine yourself married to this type of person that you're trying to manifest or that you're manifesting. What are your children going to look like? What type of house are you going to live in? How are you going to dress? What neighborhood y'all are going to live in? Stuff like that. What's your China pattern going to be when you get married? Where are you going to register? Start having goals, and you're already planning for the wedding or the marriage of the person you haven't even met yet. So it's going to bring them in because you're suggesting to your subconscious mind to start preparing for this man. So in order to prepare for a man has to be on the way. So guess what? You're going to start making subtle changes subconsciously that you're unaware of to put you in the path of this type of man. Okay? But that's why these tips work. Now, I've never explained in full depth of why they work. People will just say, oh, visualize yourself doing this, this, and that. They don't tell you why. This is why. Okay? Stop making decisions that do not lead to your goals. So, if you're manifesting something and the decision that you have to make does not lead there, make the decision that takes a step towards it instead of a step away from it. Okay? So your decision making is going to change because now you have to ask yourself, is this headed towards my goal? You don't separate anything from what you're manifesting. That's why when I say become obsessed with what you want, that means question everything. Does it lead to what I want? This way you're making conscious and subconscious decisions towards your goal, so you're getting there faster and it's coming to you faster. Okay. I got a whole list. I am reading my notes. I came up with these on the couch. I was watching YouTube and TV and on my phone. And then I stopped and put everything down, and I came up with this list for y'all because I was trying to come up with things and tips on how to manifest. My tips, what I do. Okay, I've said this 1,000 times. Choose your words carefully so that they don't attract negative energy to you. So words of power, positive words, strong words, will, have, you know, thank you versus want, wish, need. None of that. Surround yourself with like-minded people, people with similar goals. So you don't have haters trying to pull you off your track because they don't want you to have something. Okay. So you surround yourself with people that are walking towards the same goals or similar goals. If you're hanging around haters and trolls, they're going to pull you off your path on purpose because they can't get it. So they're pulling you back down. They don't want you to pass them by. You get someone that's on the way too, that can give you advice. You can give them advice. You help them, they help you, and y'all get there at the same time or close to the same time. Okay? So get around some like-minded people. And some people will try to pretend they're like-minded and try to sabotage you and give you the little low, under their breath comments. As soon as you feel that, get rid of them. You don't even have to explain it. Just like, I'm sorry, I'm not, I don't think I'm hanging around you anymore. Be gone. Or just stop texting back or calling. I'm busy until they get the picture. Okay. Put in the extra effort and go the extra mile. Okay. If there's something you want, don't do the bare minimum. That makes zero sense, right? If there's a man or a girl you like, are you going to go and do the bare minimum to get their attention? Does that make sense? If there's a job you want, are you going to do the bare minimum in the interview? So why do you do the bare minimum in life? Go get it, You know what I think this is? I don't think, okay, I know what I was watching when I wrote these down. And I added some of my own things. I was reading Napoleon Hill, and yeah. So a lot of this stuff is suggestions from a lot of the greats from a long time ago, and some of them are mine. I mixed them up. So I know this one is Napoleon Hill's. I can see because he uses that word. But Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, Laws to Success, blah, 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 blah. So another one is, of course, I already said, become the universe and create your life using the dark energy method. Yes, okay. Become the source and give it to yourself. Allow yourself to have it. You deserve it. Feel like you deserve it. Don't walk around saying, well, I'm not going to get it because I did something bad. Okay. We got to get rid of that whole guilt thing. Guilt will keep you from getting what you want. So don't feel bad about stuff. If you did it, you did it. Get over it. Okay. It's over and done. You can't change it. So stop feeling guilty about it. It's not going to do you any good. Another thing, always have gratitude, like for everything that you already have. Because I always say this, and this is in many books. Always have gratitude, because gratitude is attracting more things to be thankful for. Okay? If you're in the vibration of being thankful and saying, oh, thank you for this, thank you for that, thank you for this, thank you for that, then that's what you're putting out and that's what you're going to get back. More things to be thankful for. Okay? If you're always complaining about crap, oh, I can't do this, oh, I don't like this, you're going to attract what? More things to complain about. So stop complaining. Start, instead of complaining, think of everything that you're thankful for. Like, this is another thing. People complain and they don't think that they're sabotaging their manifestation. Oh, well, I didn't think negative. I was just complaining about this over here. Not, it has nothing to do with my manifestation. I'm just complaining because I don't like this. Well, by you complaining, you're attracting more things to complain about. Okay? So even though you don't understand that you're planting that seed, you're planting it. Okay? The mind, your subconscious mind is like a garden. It's like a garden. And whatever you put in there and plant is going to grow. Okay? Whatever seed you drop in there, it's going to grow. It's going to manifest. So be careful what you're saying and doing, you know. Um, and if you don't do anything, if you don't complain, or if you're not grateful and have gratitude for anything, then people can plant seeds in your head if you don't have an opinion about anything, if you don't have any goals, if you don't have any direction, people can plant what they want in your mind. And then you have these helpless people that will inbox you and say, well, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Or my friend said that I might do this because I heard that it does. Everything that comes out of their mouth is from another person. They said this. This person said that. My mom said this. My boyfriend said that. I heard this. I read this. This other lady said, well, my, sister thinks. You never hear what they think, what they want, because they never planted anything. And now everybody else's seeds are sprouting and not their own. And that's so sad. I hate it when I hate that because no one ever told them. And when I tell them, it clicks. You're so right. I never ask myself what I want. I never think about it. Well, now it's time. So if every thought is someone else's thought or suggestion, they've been planting seeds in your mind and not you. And that's why your life isn't the way you want it to be, because it's not even your life. Somebody else's life, and it's somebody else's life. It's a combination of everyone who plants stuff into your mind. It's their lives. So I have a lot of people on here who are afraid to offend their parents or don't want to upset people that are in their family. But know that a lot of family will try to manipulate you and plant thoughts into your head, because it might be for a different reason. It might not be a bad reason. It might be they don't want to let you go. They feel they know best, blah, 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 blah. But we know best. We know what's best for ourselves. So that's why don't be afraid to cut the umbilical cord, to walk away, to listen, but don't take anything away from it. Just leave it right where it was. Set it down and go do what you want to do. You can still be respectful, but you don't have to take anyone's advice. You don't have to take anything from anyone if you don't want it. Okay? You really don't. You can just sit there and think about what you're going to make for dinner while they're yapping, suggesting crap to you that you didn't ask for, unsolicited information. Visualize what you're trying to manifest while they're yapping. You make good use of that time. Zone out. That's what I do. um, okay. Keeps telling me how I should live my life. Then tell them how they can pay your bills if they want to tell you how to live your life. Say, well, thanks for that unsolicited advice. Would you like some unsolicited bills to pay as well? Be sarcastic with it. People hate sarcastic people. They walk away because they know you don't take them seriously and you're not listening to them and they're wasting their time and they just get away quick. Okay? What time is it? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I need to go to bed. Um, anyway. Whenever my mom gets like that, I just walk away mid-sentence. Um, so yeah, some people walk away, some people sit there and take it, some people zone out, some people listen to it, some people are scared to do anything else. You know, I feel like if you're okay, this is a thing that really is an issue sometimes when people from different cultures and backgrounds and countries deal with the same exact problem. They can't deal with it the same way because their cultures are different. Like, you can't treat a mom that way in this culture. You know, you can't leave home and do what you want to do in this culture if you're a female. You can't do this and that and not get shunned by your family. So they really can't be free unless they pretend and then change their mind later when they're too old and they're out of the house. But they really don't have that luxury. So, and they can't take the advice that I give because they can't apply it. And, so I tell them, until you get your own money and your own job and get out of that person's house, you got to do what they say, or you got to at least pretend you're doing what they're saying. Um, because that's just how it is. In America and many other countries, women do whatever they want, leave whenever they want, and if they got the money to do it, and they don't care, whatever, whatever, whatever. This is my life, not yours. Um, some people don't have that luxury, because there are cultures where their entire family will turn on you, if you decide to do something that's normal over here. Everybody will turn against you, the whole family. Don't help her. She's she's shamed us or whatever. Don't let me get up over there and be reincarnated over there. I will change everything, okay? Everything be on fire. Emergency rooms would be. Don't let me get started. But seriously, um, if you're living in that type of culture and you don't have a lot of freedom, or some, but see, a lot of people don't even know that they're not free. They just feel, oh, this is the way it is. Okay, um, to us and to many people, that's very restricted lifestyle. So I feel like I would find a way around it. I would be scamming. I'd be like, okay, mom, I'm going to the library to study for my da 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 da. I'd be out in disguise, doing what I was trying to do in the first place. God, what can I do if I messed up my reputation because I was emotionally unstable and people stare at me when I go out? Do what Mariah Carey did. Say you had a nervous breakdown and you're better now. You were overworked and you were exhausted. And then come back and make a grand entrance and always look fabulous. They can't talk about you if you look good, okay? They'll just say you're a diva. You got diva attitude and you're fabulous. I mean, look what Mariah Carey did. She was drunk last year, couldn't sing New Year's. Then she came back, sang in an evening gown and a big old white Joanne the Scammer fur coat looking thing, you know, come back and face it. Be like, I don't care. I'm still good. I'm still fabulous. You know, I'm not gonna be ashamed. My reputation, if your reputation is too good, nobody pays attention to you anyway. You gotta have something on there to make yourself interesting. You know, everyone who's too good, they forget your name. They forget who you are. Look, that's why Miley Cyrus went crazy. Because, you know, after Hannah Montana, oh, she's just a Disney star. Oh, look at her. Oh, she's just that Disney star with the weird smile. You know, no one was paying attention to her. No one was taking her pictures. No paparazzi weren't chasing her. Then when she came in like a wrecking ball, twerking and stuff, got her a little reputation, then people start paying attention. And people don't like all that good, too things that are too sweet or too good. You know, you don't get the attention that you can get if you're both, if you're dual, you know. So don't worry about it. To me, that's just some character. Walk in like, yeah, and so I still look good. Your man still want me. You know, like walk in there with that attitude. That's what you got to do. I would. Um, Speaking of sneaking off, I think it'll be interesting how your daughters are as teenagers with your progressive, unorthodox parenting. I wish I had. Oh, I already told my kids we're going out together. When they hit 18 and 21, we're gonna hang out together. I'm not going to restrict my kids from a lot of stuff because when you're restricted from everything, you run to it the first chance you get. Okay? If you oh, you don't drink alcohol under any circumstance. No, no, no. As soon as you get to college, you're going to become a binge drinker. Okay? Because you've they've told you not to, so now you go overboard because you're making up for lost time. Okay, so I'm not very restrictive at all. In fact, my kids don't even care. They don't even beg for candy hardly anymore because they've had every candy, every choice of candy. Every time they ask for candy, I say yes. Now, do you want some candy? No, mom, I don't want no candy. I'm tired of candy, you know. Okay. They know it's an option. They don't have, it's not something that, uh, you know, that they have to beg for. If they don't, if really they don't want it, they don't want it. So I make sure that they understand that I'm not going to restrict them as long as they're respectful and make good decisions. And I teach them how to make decisions with logic, not emotion. Okay? So they're not going to make half the mistakes most people do. They're still going to make mistakes because they're human, but they're not going to make as many as most of us did. As many as I did, anyway. So, I want to be more calculated and strategic while finding potential husband and boyfriend. How do I go about this? Get you some pen and paper. Write down your plan. Write down only the type of men you will entertain, talk to, acknowledge, and don't stray from the plan. Make your goals. My goal by this time next month, I want to be actively dating someone that I'm happy with. This having this goal is going to make you get up out of your bed, do something with yourself, get up, get online, or go to happy hour, smile a little extra at, you know, random folks. It's going to be planted in your subconscious mind, and you're going to start taking more action towards it. Okay, if it's on paper and you have it a goal to meet, you're more likely to meet it than if you just say, oh, I want this, this, and that. If it's on paper and you need to check it off, you're going to work towards it. Okay? So make sure you're doing that. Don't just talk about it. Be about it. You know, I always say that. Don't talk about stuff, be about it. If you're trying to learn magic, if you're trying to learn spells, if you're trying to learn mentalism, if you're trying to learn anything, if you're trying to learn the basics of witchcraft, Don't talk about it, be about it. Okay? Go learn it. Because how are you going to tell someone you're a witch and they ask you a question about something so basic and you don't know the answer to it? You know, go be about it. Um, and not saying that you have to answer everyone's question, but you might want to, and then you'll realize, well, dang, I need to really go get into this if this is what I want to do or what I want to be. I really need to throw myself into it. You know. You ever get around to those people that talk more than they do, and they're still talking about the same thing next year, and the same thing the year after that, and the same thing the year after that? They haven't done anything towards it. They're still talking about it. Now, whatever they're talking about is out of style, out of not on trend anymore, and they're still talking about it. I'm like, girl, that's nobody's even talking about that anymore. You might as well give up on that. You know, um, a lot of people were like, I'm gonna start my own online business for, this and that. But that was like 5 to 6 years ago. Okay, they're still talking about it. Okay, still. Now there's about a couple thousand businesses already that are now her competition if she ever started the business. So while she was talking, other people were doing and having. So don't be a talker. In fact, no one should even know, you know, that much about what you're trying to do. Half of it should be done before they hear the other half. Just like when you start talking about that nice car that you're manifesting, you should have at least 1/4 of the down payment or something before you start talking. And a lot of people say, oh, don't tell people what you're trying to manifest because they'll mess it up. Well, don't tell them you're manifesting. Tell them you getting it. It's coming. It's already here. It's on the way. They're delivering it. It's got to wait for it to be shipped. It's not the same thing. Because if they say, oh, she's manifesting that, oh, she ain't going to get that, I don't want her to have that because then she'll have a nicer stuff than mine. You know, don't tell them you're manifesting it. Tell them it's coming. I'm getting it. Now they might level up too. I'm gonna get me one too. Now you just push them up to the next level. Okay, so don't tell people what you're manifesting. Tell people what's on the way, what you getting. You know, there you go. You'll have it. They'll have it because they're gonna want it too, or something similar. Um, MB. I have a conspiracy. Huh? Oh my gosh. Someone says, I don't know if this is a rude comment or a compliment, but I'm gonna take it as a compliment because y'all know me. Where did it go? Darn it! I wanted to read it. I heard something. Okay. Okay. Someone is asking what are my qualifications? What are my qualifications? I don't have to qualify. I'm not trying to prove anything. If you need qualifications for common sense, then you in trouble. Okay? Maybe you need qualifications for common sense, but I don't. Maybe I was born with it. Maybe you needed to be qualified for it. I don't know. Anyway, I don't have any doctorates. I don't have any HOTEP certificates of the School of Ptah. I don't have any psychology degrees. I don't have any of that. I don't have a therapist certificate. I don't have a sociology degree. I don't have a life coach online course printed out certificate. I don't have what? I don't have business cards. I don't have what else I don't have? I don't have an office except this one in my house. I don't have any qualifications because I didn't need them. Some people have it, some people don't. They got to get qualified. I didn't. Oh well, I'm special. I didn't feel like I needed to get a piece of paper and put it in a frame and hang it on my wall for whatever that's coming out of my mouth to be taken seriously. I didn't feel that because I took myself seriously, so I didn't need qualification. And I guarantee you, there's psychologists and psychiatrists and therapists. Why would they help you anyway when they need you to come back and fill out that insurance paperwork so they can keep getting paid? You know? I'm going to help because I know y'all are going to come back and listen for more. Because, you know, I'm not going to diagnose you with anything. I'm not going to give you any medication. I'm not going to try to get you initiated in anything that you don't want to be initiated in. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm not going to suggest anything. I'm just going to give you what I got to give, okay? I'm going to make my own certificate right now. My own. Just where I write my notes. Let's see. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta sign it. There you go. I'm gonna frame it and put it on my wall. Right back there so y'all can see it behind me. Anybody asks what this is, it is my certificate of qualification. There you go. Someone said, I'm gonna do the same. Oh, I gotta stamp it too? All right, hold on, I gotta stamp somewhere. Darn it. And I have a stamp too. Oh, I got it. I'm stamp it with this. There we go. Oh man, where the top's my pen? Did she leave? She gone? Oh gosh. She left before I could finish my certificate. Message retracted. Oops. You see, you don't. Perfect example. What makes you qualified? The same thing that makes you qualified to ask me if I'm qualified. My own authority. Okay, there you go. My sense of authority. In your case, your sense of authority that made you ask me that question. The person who you thought you were when you were asking me that question. That's the same person I think I am when I do my videos. Okay. I still haven't even hung this up yet, but that's why, like, when people come at you like that in the real world, that's how you got to treat them for real. Like, because they don't know any better. They want you to retract. Oh, well, I don't know what I'm talking about because you're right, I don't have a piece of paper. Uh, well, I never said I was uh, a therapist, and I never said I was this, and, well, what do you think? Well, what would you do? Now I'm questioning myself. No, I don't care what that lady said. I don't care what she thinks. Okay? Be educated, then educate yourself. Or you could draw pictures on a piece of paper. Yep, I draw pictures on pieces of paper, and I bet I have more subscribers than you. Simple mind. If I was educated, I would still say the same exact thing. Okay? I would say the same exact thing because it's common sense. A lot of it is. He has three subscribers. Okay, you got 3 subscribers and an education, and you're qualified, but nobody's listening to you. Okay. Napoleon Hill says it's not what you know, it's what you can do with what you know. You can't do nothing with what you know, then you might as well not even have it. Okay? So if you know a lot but you can't do anything with it, it's like you don't have it at all. So there you go. I mean, I feel like if I do something and I don't have a certificate of psychology and I still get better results and better things than someone with a certificate or a degree in psychology, a degree in psychology, then I'm still winning with no degree in psychology. Okay? You can Google psychology information online for free. You pay for yours. Okay? Everything that was in that psychology book is on Google. Okay? And how do you know I didn't take psychology? That's what I'm wondering. Do people post their degrees on YouTube now? How do you know I don't have a degree in psychology? How do you know I never took psychology? How do you know I didn't even go to college and have how do you know I didn't have psychology courses in college? You don't know. They teach psychology in high school as well. It's an elective. They teach it in mortuary school. And it's also, you can also take it online on online courses and all that. But I learned more in real life than I did in a classroom, that's for sure. Hmm. I know so many people that are multiple degreed and broke and jobless, okay? Or can't get a spouse, or can't get past the glass ceiling because they have no common sense on how to play politics. So sometimes it's not important. I have 2 degrees actually, but none of them are in psychology. Mhm. Mhm. Simple Minds. You know what? Simple Minds. Every time someone is online doing their thing and you don't feel important, you got to come and ask for some qualifications. Go get on your channel and go make a video and hold up your degree and say, I'm qualified. Please listen to me and my opinions. Okay? Make a video response. I dare you. There you go. That's Go talk about what I talked about and see how many likes you get and how many people are actually going to listen to your rendition of it. I'm so evil. Um. Anyway, moving on. Mm, oh, someone says they don't want magic to spread because if magic spreads, then it will lose its specialness and feel like everyone is doing it. Then what effect will it actually have? I feel like I felt the same way at first, and then I thought about it. I'm like, well, if this is going to become mainstream, something else is coming. Okay, something bigger is coming for us. You get it? It's on the way. Prepare. Once everybody gets, what was such a mystery before, new things come. Okay, and look at history. Once people started getting enlightened and the Renaissance era came, and then you know technology came, you know more technology came. It's the same thing with magic and information. Do you remember a long time ago, like people would get, okay, it started off as people trying to translate stuff and figure out alchemy and, science and things like that and spirituality. And then when that took off, the next thing came in, okay? Then it was, oh, let's let's explore, extraterrestrials and, da 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 da. Once that thing, shifted, then we were like, okay, now let's just the dimensions, inner earth, all this kind of stuff. Now let's explore that. More is to come. More is going to keep coming. It's infinite. Magic is infinite. Knowledge is infinite. So as everyone gets this knowledge, more will come in as well. So that's why you have to be open to get the information, you know. And I feel a lot of this information is going to have to come to people with common sense who are going to know and be able to use it with the right mindset, you know, that's not over emotional. Because if it's going mainstream and you have a bunch of emotional people ranting about a hashtag and doing magic and paying for, some tarot cards and some candles, but they're unbalanced, their stuff ain't gonna work anyway. Or it's gonna backfire on them, or they're gonna put it down because it's not working and they're gonna go on to something else. So it's special, and a lot of people are trying to, learn about it and stuff, but they're not going to the source of it. They're not going back to alchemy. They're not going back to universal law. They're just playing with some crystals and candles. So they don't have the knowledge behind it. And if they start to get the knowledge behind it, they'll appreciate it and it will be special to them. But half them people are going to fall off. And the new fad comes in, it's going to fall off. And you're going to see all that stuff at Goodwill because they got rid of it because it didn't match their decor anymore. Or they met some dude that was freaked out about it. So it wasn't dear to their heart enough because it was just a phase or a fad. And they gave it away. So I really wouldn't worry about it. It's a good thing. and a bad thing at the same time, but it's a necessary thing, okay, to get it out there. So when you present yourself, oh, you're really into this. Oh, you're an expert at this. Oh, you know, oh, you're for real. You're not like those people at Earthbound, you're real, you know. Yeah, I've been doing this forever, So it's going to make you more special when the fakes fall off, or the people that were just dabbling or playing on Tumblr and Pinterest fall off, then you're going to stay there and you're going to be more profound. So just look at it that way. It's like putting a bunch of sprinkles on a cupcake, and only the ones that hit the icing are going to stay on. And when you go like this, everything else is going to fall off. I've been staying up late every night. I've been staying up till like 4 something in the morning. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. I just haven't been able to, like, I can sleep, but I don't want to, you know. It's like I have an energy that I'm staying up. And plus, and after all that, people are gonna be more accepting anyway. After it becomes a fad and everybody has, oh, that's no big deal. It's no big deal. And then when you come out with your stuff on, they're not gonna look at you crazy and talk to you about Jesus at Walmart. There's always this old lady in the Walmart line that wants to ask you if you believe in Jesus, because like I had on some crystal earrings one time, I think. They were like some crystal point earrings, and I had on like a necklace that looked witchy, and she was looking at it. She's like, "Do you believe in Jesus?" And I'm like, "I sure do." Yes. Then she looked puzzled, like, because we already knew what she was going for, and she didn't expect me to say yeah, because I had all these crystals and blah, 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 and I was dressed. So it's like, I'm a Tumblr witch. I dabble. This is just an outfit, okay? Um, this is just a style. Duh. I knew she knew I was lying though, but she couldn't say anything. I did talk about that, but it's always funny. Um, Someone said cosplay. I believe in you and me. So it's not what you believe in, it's what you believe you can do with what you believe. That's all it is. It's not what you believe in, it's about what you can do with what you believe. Because you can have someone believe in this over here and someone believe in something the total opposite over here and get the same results. So it doesn't matter what you believe, it matters that you believe that you can get what you want by your belief. Okay? So it doesn't matter. It don't matter. You can be a Christian and pray to Jesus and get a new car. You can be a devil worshiper and sacrifice a rat and get a car. You can be a Buddhist and meditate, visualize yourself in the car and beat a car and then get the car. You can do all of that. Okay? How bad do you want it? And do you believe you can have it? That's all it is. You can be a witch and light a bunch of candles and incense and you can get the car, okay? But don't put your beliefs on other people that are not asking you for it. The different religions are made to confuse you and keep the earth in duality. Okay? And it's supposed to be like that. because you have some people that fall for the power of suggestion and some people that use the power of suggestion. You got two types of people. You got people falling for it and people doing it. Which one you gonna be? What the rat do? He was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Um, actually, I gave a mouse, a dying mouse, its last drink. We were walking somewhere, and we saw a mouse outside, and it was just laying next to a store. I think I had it on Snapchat. If y'all follow me on Snapchat last year, it was like laying next to a store, and must have came out of the field or something, but it was like dying, and we had a bottle of water, and we poured water next to it, and it like drank its last couple sips, and then it died. I still have Snapchat. I need to be more active on it. What is my Snapchat? I don't even remember. I think it's L Padua, LPADUA, or Shira7. It's one of those. But yeah, give us the username. I really don't even really do Snapchat. It's mostly with my kids. Oh, I can't get it because I'm on the phone. The camera's the phone. Do I practice Obeah? No. Look you up. Okay. Great to see you live this early. It's late. I never went to bed. It must be, it's probably morning somewhere or early afternoon. Um, she be play with God and that shit is dangerous. Yes, it is dangerous. Don't do it. Don't play with God. Don't overstep that line. You might get somewhere. Stay exactly where you are doing what you're doing. Don't cross over. Stay exactly. Don't do it. Message retracted. Um, why do you give him that voice? Because that's what it sounded like he wrote. He missed a couple words in between, so I'm assuming that's how he sounds. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I just to be played with humans. I almost died. What you talking about, woman? Google Translate is all I gotta say. Um, um, a lot of people don't understand, and they think just because I'm not what they are, that I'm against them or that I am bad, but that's not it. I'm just different. That's all. Just because you're not this doesn't mean you're bad. Just because I'm not what you are doesn't mean I'm bad. Because if everyone did their research, they would see who the baddest people were. Okay, go back in history. Go all the way back and type in your religion and then deaths after it. Then you'll see. Okay, go type in that. So, prayed up, you pray, okay? You pray just to make it today, like MC Hammer say. So, why are you on my channel? If you prayed up, you shouldn't even be here. You should trust in your prayers that you have to ask for what you want and somebody has to say yes or no. You should be on this channel because you prayed up. You got it. Through Lord Jesus, God, and whoever. Why are you on a witch's channel? Why are you trying to get some information over here? It's not enough in your book. The Bible ain't enough for you. You can't get the answers answered. You can't get your questions answered in the Bible. Psalms chapter 22 verse 3. I don't even know what that is, y'all. I'm just saying numbers. Somebody invited me to the Waffle House. I would go to the Waffle House. I have insomnia, so y'all gotta have insomnia. Now you want to look up that chapter. Somebody go look it up and see what it was. I just named something random. Can we talk about how we can do whatever we want in our afterlife? Like what we think will happen to us? Is it possible to create a realm and become a god when you kick the bucket? Yes, it is. In the Emerald Tablets, it says that. Yes. I think if you read it, you would like it. You might have to like get past the old English that it's written in, but it becomes easier the more you read it, the more you get into it. Why don't I do a meet and greet? Because I don't want to do a meet and greet. I've met people before. They've seen a few people have seen me out and about, and they'll, "Hi, I know I watch your YouTube channel." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." That was my meet and greet. Okay, yeah, somebody look it up. What was my scripture? Psalms 22, chapter 3. Somebody copy and paste it. Am I a celebrity in Texas? No. Okay, nobody looked it up. Okay, anyway. I'll look it up. Psalms chapter 22 verse 3. What did I just say? Subconsciously, what did my mind put out here? And I promise y'all, do not memorize the Bible. Okay? Let me see, what does it say? But thou art holy, O thou that inhabitest the praises of Israel. Inhabitest, I'm going to copy and paste it because y'all need to see, I don't know. Where'd it go? There you go, that's what it says. Somebody can break that down if they like. Um, what is Scientology? Tom Cruise pushes his children towards Scientology. There is like a documentary on it, and it seemed weird. Like, you have to report to people. You write reports on people that are in the church if you know you feel that they did you dirty. It's just like work, politics, and then you get assignments. You got to interview, go in once a week for, interviews. That's what they were saying. Maybe that's just the celebrity Scientology. They believe there's an alien that, they talk about some extraterrestrials. Um, I mean, I never really got into what they taught, but a lot of things that they do teach is discipline and, goals and success. That's why a lot of people get hooked on it, because they give them that to become successful, and then the other stuff starts, being cultish. And you got to take the good with the bad, right? But I'm not reporting to anybody. I'm not reporting anybody. Um, it's too organized for me. It's too organized. I'm like, yeah, I'm crazy. Yeah, it's like a cult. Someone says it's classified as a cult. I am not. I would not be good in a cult unless I'm leading it. Um, let's make a cult. Nah. The cult, the Ashira cult. There you go. Let's bring it back. Um, how do I think who died? Somebody asked me. Do you have to be wealthy to go into Scientology? I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. Do they charge? I don't know. Why do people get into cults? Power of suggestion. I'm serious. If you want to start a cult, you need to study mentalism and power of suggestion and hypnosis. Okay. Mm-hmm. Good books on mentalism. Mm, I don't know any good books on mentalism. Um, do I have any? I usually look online. Okay. Ashira, there's someone claiming to be a demon on the live stream. Okay. Mm-hmm. As long as they're not preaching about. Never mind. I don't care. Demons don't bother me. Shoot. Are you a subscriber? um, what's the difference between a psychopath and a sociopath? Ooh, psychopath is more likely to kill. A sociopath is dead inside. I would be more of a sociopath, and Jeffrey Dahmer would be more of a psychopath. Or, uh, oh yeah, vampire magic and the serpent wisdom are good with mentalism. Do you still consider demons like parasites in your one video from before? Parasite, a lot of people say parasite is like a negative thing, but we are actually parasites on the planet Earth. So, who are we to judge? Okay. Your child is a parasite when it's inside of you because it's living off of you. That's what it means. It's living off of you. Your life force. Hmm. I think psychos are born and sociopaths are made. That's the saying, but that might not be true. Hmm. What's the difference between soulmates and twin flames? The difference is one of them is more likely than the other, and soulmate is more likely to happen than twin flames. A soulmate, though, would most likely not be a lover, would be someone who's in your life permanently, like a child or a parent or a family member. They would not come back as someone disposable, like someone you could divorce or break up with, or you know, you know, someone that you have conditional love for. They wouldn't come back as that. Twin flames. What I've researched about twin flames is that they would rarely incarnate on the planet at the same time in the same place and meet each other. That would be like almost impossible. So they say usually a twin flame would stay on the spirit world and be the spirit guide, or manifest and recycle and reincarnate elsewhere. But not usually at the same time. So those are more light worker terms of endearment. Um, like, oh, I'm gonna find my soulmate. That's just another way of saying, oh, I'm gonna find the person that I'm compatible with and that will marry me. It's not a, it's not really a soulmate. It's like, oh, I'm gonna find someone that I am very compatible with and may or may not remember from a former life. A soulmate is someone that is going to be with you, do whatever, unconditional love, going to be there permanently. You can't dismiss them. You can't break up with them. You can't divorce them. They're there. Okay. So, and they can't, um, you know, make you upset so bad that you're looking for your next soulmate. Well, where's another soulmate? Like, oh, he was my soulmate. He was my soulmate. I love him. He was my soulmate. Then he broke up with you and left. And then you go to a reader and then they say, oh, you're going to meet your soulmate this summer. Oh, so he wasn't my soulmate? I thought he was. Oh, no, you haven't met your soulmate yet. Okay, so your soulmate's coming. Okay, yeah, the soulmate's coming. Okay, well, my soulmate is coming. Okay, great. Then you meet that dude. Oh, you're my soulmate. You're my soulmate. Oh, so what do? You become stupid. Oh, I can't let him go. He's my soulmate. Oh, he beat me. Oh, but he's my soulmate. Oh, he cheated on me 20 times, but he's my soulmate. The psychic lady told me. Oh, but he's my soulmate. I can't go anywhere. We're supposed to be together. Oh, he wrecked your car and stole your car, stole all the money out your account, but he's my soulmate. Okay? So I can't leave with it. I have to make this work. Gotta make it work. It's my soulmate. I work 2 jobs because he's not employed right now. But I have to be strong because it's my soulmate. I know he loves me. I know he feels the same way too. Because we're soulmates. So he must feel about me like I feel about him. Yep, that's it. You got it. Y'all soulmates and roommates. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, you can ask a question about the Emerald tablets. Go ahead, please. Thank you. There are meditations. Yep. What time is it? Oh, it's 3:11. Magical number. Mm. Stop thought. Thought stresses to be free of our bodies, so we can be one with the light. Is he speaking about out of body experiences? Yes. You got it. He's speaking of astral travel. Prayed up. I thought you was a girl. Oops. You're a very feminine sounding man. Mm. Let's see. Why is it always the light and not the darkness? In the Emerald tablets, the light does not mean the light. Okay, I'm giving y'all context clues. Those in my group, I already told them what it meant. The light does not mean the actual light. It's something else. It's a metaphor for something else. There you go. Okay. Have you had an OBE and any suggestions? How to? Okay, see, this is the difference. Okay, how I feel about this question is how some people feel about how magic is being um, commercialized and everywhere. Like, everyone is capable of doing all of this, okay? If you go back to the source, Emerald tablets, alchemy, universal law, that's where you got to start. That's where it is. That's where you're going to get exactly how to do it. Exactly. The words, the symbols, the pictures are to get you on a frequency and a vibration to be able to do that. If you're reading, um, you know, if you're reading some books and techniques and, abbreviations and microwaved version of that over technical aspect of things, you're not going to be able to do it as easily as someone who went back to the original source and got the information. Hmm. Sorry, prayed up. I thought you were a woman. You was complaining and emotional. Thought you was a woman. I'm sorry. Like with the name like prayed up in a blank profile picture, I can't tell if you're a man or a woman. I mean, usually women are, praying and everything and take Jesus as their husband. I don't know. You gotta say, prayed up G or prayed up dude or something. You don't have a picture. I don't know what you are. Okay, he says I have life effed up, but you get down on your knees and you ask for things from another man. But I got it, Muslim. At least I'm married to mine. Okay, and he pay all the bills, and it's not a choice. Hmm. So don't come in here. And why are you on this channel anyway? Like seriously, if you prayed up, why are you on here? You should be going to pray. Pray to Jesus and ask him if that will ever happen. See what your answer. See what he allows. You see what his will is. Prayed up, said, "Let me if." Okay. Okay. Well, why don't you go ask Jesus about that and see if he can deliver me unto you. Or deliver anybody in this feed. I'm allergic to dust, so I gotta get my allergy medicine and everything. I don't know. Oh, I said, what about people dying and saying they go into the light? Well, a lot of people, when they say they go into the light, it's not the actual, like, it's not actual light. It's a level of consciousness. And you have to go through the light because that's your consciousness. They're leaving their conscious mind. Go read the Emerald Tablets and figure out what the light means. Those who don't go through the light, they keep their consciousness and take it with them to the next life. Okay? That's why I don't go to the light. Hmm. I'm still asking about my breakup jar spell. Do they work? If you believe they work, they work. Okay? There you go. They work if you believe. If your intention is good, they will work. If they don't work, it's because whoever you're trying to break up has a different goal and agenda than you do, and theirs is stronger. Mm-hmm. Aren't Aren't prayed up. I'm gonna pray for you to get some grammar lessons. Message retracted. um, Happy New Year, someone says. Wait, so if karmic relationships aren't real, why is it that you feel like you can never achieve the type of love you want? Because that type of love is conditional. You see, the only true love, they have statues of it everywhere. Mother and child, parent and child. It's the only form of true unconditional love. The other stuff you're looking for is false. It is a emotion that is temporary. It is a chemical reaction. No man is going to love you unconditionally, because if you cheat on him right in front of his face and slap him, wreck his car, he's not going to love you no more, okay? So that's why you can't find the type of love you really want, because you're looking for it from someone who cannot give it to you, okay? Send me some pictures for real of the Supreme Court so I could put voodoo on it. So you're right about conditional love. Yeah. Um, how can the intention behind the breakup jar be good if you want them to if you want them separated? Well, good can mean many things. Like if your intention behind it is strong and you're not doubting it like you're doing now because it's not probably not gonna work anymore because you're asking about it. That means you're doubting it. You slowed it up, so you might need to go ahead and redo it and stop thinking about it. And also understand if that person's goal and they're driven to do what they're doing and your intention, if his goal or her goal is stronger and they're taking step towards it daily and they're obsessed with it and that's what they're going for, and most likely that's how it is in the beginning of relationships, very gung-ho. So I always say wait a little bit until the relationships gets at least a couple of months in, then do it. Okay, because you try to do it in the very beginning, oh, they're still in that honeymoon phase. Nothing's gonna break that up. Okay, so wait a couple of months when they're used to each other, and then you can cause some havoc. Um, how can I get a negative person from contacting my family? A negative person. Give me some more detail, because is it a bill collector? Is it an ex-boyfriend? Is it a friend that you don't like but still keeps in touch with your family? Uh-huh. Details. Meddling mother-in-law. Okay, so you want someone's mother to not call them. That's very realistic. The only way that's gonna happen is if she have a stroke or she dies. Okay, because mamas are gonna call. That's their children. Okay. I would I mean, you could take a wild approach. I saw this on a movie. I can't remember what movie it was. But somebody's mom kept calling and they were getting tired of it. And so they picked up the phone and they were like making sounds like they were having sex. And she didn't call back for a long time. But the the son wasn't there. It was just the girl making the noise on purpose, like saying calling his name and stuff. And she wouldn't call back. She was like in shock. Um, that's what I would do. Like if I had a meddling mother-in-law and it wasn't my mom, I would accidentally pick up the phone and say some crap about her. Like I didn't know that the phone was off. I think I hung up on her. Okay. Why won't you talk to your mom? Okay, well, oh my God, it's not hung up. Like he's doing it. Now she's gonna be mad at him. Make her afraid to call. That's what you do. I'm just tired of her doing brujeria, always doing magic on me and talking shit to other people. Okay, well, You married her son. That's who your mother-in-law is. Use it to your advantage. Transmute that. You do a spell for every spell that comes against you turns into prosperity. And all the crap that she says to other people, you know, brings you favor. Transmute it. Mm-hmm. Okay. Or call her out on it. Say, I know y'all. I know you trying to do magic on me, but obviously it's not strong enough. You want me to help you? You want me to teach you how to do it? Because it's not working. Your son's still like this. I'll call her out on it. If she can do that, you can call her out. She will deny. Then say, well, I would deny it too if it wasn't working. You got to get like me. You got to get like me. You got to be sarcastic and call her out. You got to be like, I know you're doing brujeria on me. I know you're doing witchcraft on me. You know, I can tell by the way you look at me, like you're looking for something to happen, but ain't nothing happening. No, I'm not doing anything. Well, I would deny it too because whatever you're trying to do is not working, obviously. Okay, so save your little money on your candles and maybe go do your nails and your hair or something because you starting to get a unibrow. Take care of that. Be like that. Call her out. She's gonna feel stupid and stop doing it. Okay. I would. That's what I would do. I'm sorry. That's just what I would do. Hmm. And you need to do a spell. You need to do. You need to be worried about doing a beauty spell instead of working over here. I would just let her have it. She would be so afraid to come around after I was done with her. Oh, so. Mhm. So anyway, I would just call her out. I don't see why so many people are afraid to stand up for themselves. Like, why are you afraid? You live in fear the longer you have to put up with them. If you just let them have it one good time in front of a bunch of people, they will never bother you again. They'll be like, oh, I'm so embarrassed. No, just back off. I I think I told that story before when I told you guys about Layla and how this kid kept messing with her, and I said just embarrass him one good time and he will never bother you again. It worked. Mm, okay. Can I help you manifest a husband? You gotta manifest a boyfriend first and make him into your husband. Okay. See, this is also where a lot of people mess up. They manifest a husband instead of a boyfriend. You can't skip because if you manifest a husband, that means you're already married. Okay, so why don't you manifest a nice man or someone to date, then turn him into your husband. The name of this video, I'm getting ready to get off, so I'm just gonna. The name of this video is what? People, practitioners that are emotional can't prosper. Oh, okay. Um, they need to get that balanced, you know. Also, was talking about being too sensitive. It can backfire on you, so be careful with that. Try to control it. Oh, okay. mm, are men are annoying at this point in my life? Someone said that. It's not raining here. Someone asked if it was raining. Okay, so yeah. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. So many people put up with crap so long, it starts to wear down on you and steal your energy and just wear you out. Just one good time, that's all it takes. One, you know. Make it so people are afraid to approach you or, you know, start some mess with you. Make it like that. If you don't, they're going to keep messing with you. You got to show them that you're not going to take it. Was your husband always accepting? Yes, he was, because he knew that I wasn't going to sacrifice anything for him. It was, if he was had a problem with it, then he had a problem. Then he had a bigger problem than that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the one. So if he did have a problem with it, he couldn't say nothing about it. How about that? Anyway, a lot of people ask me that because I feel like maybe they're married or they want to get married and they're afraid that this part of their life is not going to be accepted or their spiritual practice is not going to be accepted. And when do they tell them and da 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 da. If that man really wants you, he don't care. Okay? If that man really wants you, he doesn't care. He's not gonna let something silly like that stand in the way of getting what he wants. Ah, mhm. Think about it. If the man you really wanted says, "Oh, I go to church and I believe in, you know, the opposite of what you believe in," and you really want this man, you're not gonna say, "Oh, I can't be with you because you go to church." They're gonna be like, "Okay, I go to church with you. I follow you anywhere." You know, you might not believe what they believe. You might just go for moral support. I don't go to church though, um, but I'm just flipping it around so that you can see how it works. You know, if somebody really wants to be with you, they don't care. You know, it doesn't bother them as long as you're happy. So if that man really wants you, he doesn't care. He's like, do what you gotta do. I'm gonna be here regardless. I'm gonna support you. I love you. I want to be with you. You're not going anywhere. You know. hmm Goddess, I don't practice witchcraft because I believe in God, but I also believe in the things that you say. Is that okay? Um, it's okay to believe whatever you want to believe. You know, I'm not the spiritual police. As long as it makes you happy and you don't push whatever you have on other people and say, if you don't do this, you know, you're wrong, then it's okay to believe what you want to believe. As long as you're happy. That's exactly what I'm talking about, like with husbands. As long as you're happy and it works for you, then and it doesn't hurt anybody else, or you're not trying to pressure anybody else, it doesn't matter. Because, no matter what you believe, at the end of the day, it's all about what you are gonna do to have what you want. We all make the same type of decisions and the same type of choice every day. It doesn't matter who we believe in or what we believe in. We still all make choices. Everything is still free will, no matter what. So, um, I like moonshine. What? Moonshine. Well, I went out to my workshop today on an invention project. What? He wants me to read in the damn garbage or the garage? What? I'm trying to go back up here. Um, anyway, your husband makes you read in the garage? That wouldn't be my husband no more. It'd be my ex-husband in my house. Okay. His stuff might be in the garage waiting on him to come get it. But I'm not going in the garage of my own house and reading a book when I could sit right on the couch or on the house. Okay. What good is being a witch if you can't do nothing? I wish my husband would tell me to go outside. I'll be outside, the house be on fire. I tell you that. Okay. He's afraid of your dick. Throw it at him. See what happened next. Oops, it slipped out of my hand. Oh, now you're cursed. Oh, well, I guess I can read in the house now. He says if I want to do a reading on anyone outside. And you need to say, okay, well, I guess you ain't getting no more sex. Go on strike till you get what you want. Yeah, you should know how to do this. I'm like, oh, I'm not in the mood. It's cold in that garage, and I'm so worn out from being outside and can't do nothing anymore. That's weird. Like, why are you afraid of cards? They're a piece of cardboard. Mm, that's crazy. Someone said they dreamed of. What did you say? You dreamed of. Oh, we were your neighbors. You need to stand up to him. Does he pay all the bills? Because if he don't, oh no. Even if he did, still oh no. But if you paying some bills, oh my god. You need to draw a pentagram on the floor in the garage. Scare him some more. Start playing that evil music. So, yes. Get in the garage. What? Yes, he pays all the bills. Okay, well, does he have a prenup? Okay. Then go sit back on your couch or your table. If there's no prenup, go back into your house. Okay. And tell him to go read the Bible outside. Start doing the same thing to him. Put the Bible in the garage. I don't want that in my house. I can't have my cards. You can't have your Bible. There you go. That's what I would do. Like, mhm. So let me ask you a question. If you said no, I'm reading my cards right here, what's going to happen? I'm being messy. If you said no, I'm not going in the garage, I'm reading my book right here, or I'm reading my cards right here. Put the couch in the garage. Move the TV out to the garage. When he gets home, have everything in the garage. He becomes afraid. So, that's his problem, not yours. Let him be afraid. That's good. When a man is afraid of his wife, that's good. Don't you see the advantage? He says that I'm going to bring something bad into the house. Say, there's already something bad in the house. As I'm looking at him. Okay? His mama. Uh-huh. Oh my God. That's what's bad. Yep. You know what you should do? You should just throw all the tarot cards up in the air and let them land everywhere. And when he wake up, he gonna tell him you didn't even do that. Oh my God. Look at the cards. They're everywhere. He's gonna be like, see, I told you. I think they're mad because you're making me go in the garage. They don't think that's fair. Every time I go in the garage, look what happens. Cause scare them. Prayed up. I thought you were a woman, so I don't think you have any room to talk. You're sitting on here in the middle of the night begging for attention. I think we know what's what. Education, invention. You never had a good black handsome man like me on YouTube a day in your life. Are you talking to me? Because I don't think good black men go around calling themselves good black men. They don't have to. Hmm. I think his mom told him like don't do and it's bad and what his attitude changed. What? Oh. Look, he married you He has to live with you. If you're still sleeping with him and cooking his food, I don't know what to tell you. Okay? I will be right in my house, right on my kitchen, right in my bedroom, doing my cards. Okay? I don't care. What he gonna do? Divorce you? What he gonna do? Take you to court, pay for some lawyers, sell the house, split it? Stay in your house, please. I never went to bed. Um, hmm. Before he was supportive and proud that I was able to do readings, he would always let me practice with him. Okay. Well then forget what he said. Go in the garage. Just say I'm not going in the garage and see what he does. I'm not going in the garage. You go in the garage. I'm staying right here. This is my house too. Okay. That's what I would do. I don't care if he's scared. That's good. He need to get over his fear. Education invention. I'm single, no kids. Okay, that's good for you. You got some money? LOL. I guess, is that yes or no? Because if you say yes, you're going to have a bunch of people getting ready to message you. All right, y'all. Education invention said he has money. Go get him. I keep money. Okay. Good for you. Um, I am interdimensional and this is confusing. Okay. You are an inventor. What did you invent? I'm asking questions. Did you do you have an invention? Are you on one of those infomercials? uh, what's a spell to feel godly and attract attention, love for a woman, or just a love spell? That's, you know, maybe some head work on yourself or some auto suggestion. Tell yourself that, and that, you know, thank you, girl. I love when you do these. Oh, um, I invented metal gravity. Metal gravity. What is metal gravity? I'm gonna look that up. What's metal gravity? Is it a real thing? The heck? It's a bong? I typed in metal gravity and some bongs came up. hmm I didn't smoke. Someone told me they invented metal gravity, and I just Googled it, and I saw bongs. Huh. Oh, specific gravity for some, what the heck? Solids and metals like aluminum, asbestos, brass, calcium, and many other sponsored links. The specific gravity is a dimensionless unit defined as the ratio of density of the material to the density of water at a specified temperature. That sounds copied and pasted. Sounded very copy and pasted, especially when it said sponsored links. So, um, if you invented that, why are you on YouTube at, I don't know what time it is where you are, but this time. Why don't you go pray to find a life? Because you sure are mad at my husband for some reason. You never had a chance. You broke. And I don't go to church. So we wouldn't have had anything in common. Okay, you do the research. Okay. That's good. That's good. Okay. Anyway, the trolls are active. Okay. Let's flip the script. Okay, prayed up. You're right. I think I need a real man like you who prays to Jesus and ask him for what you want. You know, sounds very manly. So, what are you doing? Like, are you praying right now? What do you have on when you pray? He gone. Where'd you go? What happened? Education invention. Other words, I'm working on a flying craft invention of gravity. Okay, great. Good luck with that. I think if it becomes successful, you'll be rich. Hmm. Great. I'm sure that's the future. Keep keep going. Guess prayed up, went to bed. Hmm. Uh, he got scared and ran away for real. Oh well. All right, yeah, I guess I gotta go to bed now. Been on here too long. Oh, someone said he got raptured in prayer. No, he got raptured in prayer. Oh well. Nighty night night. I get to finally go to bed. It's almost 4 o'clock in the morning. But it's the weekend. I don't have anything to do. All right. Um, education invention. If feds were if feds were interested in you, you would be online telling everybody everything. Reading the Emerald Tablets. All right. Should I return? If you want to. Hmm, right. Thank you. Good night, Cynthia. Make sure you stop going in that garage. Then every time you go in that garage, you're going to think of me and you're going to just be mad. So you might as well tell him that's over. He had to take a moment. Yeah. Nah, he's trying to record it. Gotta get his phone out. She's talking about me. Like on the end of Get Out, when he's like, hold on a second. He's trying to record the lady. Okay. Well, good night, y'all. I'm gonna hang this up for real. My certificate. It'll be our own private joke for everybody that's watched this video. You're gonna see it hanging up somewhere in the back. Okay? Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. Good night. Ow! I bumped my knee. Ashir, I want to file a harassment suit for who? Mm-hmm. Ashir, marry me. Let me see the ring. Oh, Rita. Let me put on my glasses. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to read up. LOL. I don't know. You gotta retype it because it just keeps rolling in. I don't see anything. It must be way up there. All right. Well, I'm gonna go get some sleep. I'm probably sleeping all night. I mean, all day. Do I do affirmations before sleep or when waking up? If you're gonna do them, it's best to do both because that's when your subconscious mind is most receptive. Okay. I buy you a 30 carat ring. Just give me the cash for it. I already got a ring. Oh, that's nice though. But thank you for proposing. And all right. See y'all later. Bye.